Apocalypse mobile phone system. This video is purely for entertainment and does not infringe on copyrights or laws. The rights to the novel and image belong to the original author. We do not claim ownership. Don't like waiting and want to listen to this fanfic in full now? Subscribe to our Patreon, where you'll find the best fanfics. Chapter 276 Zombies surrounding the bunker. In the early morning, the thick fog still showed no sign of disappearing. Today is the 13th day of the apocalypse. The survivors who are still struggling to survive have not waited for rescue. The whole city is like a dead city. Xiao Yao didn't rest very well last night, but he still woke up early. He checked his entire set of equipment as usual. Everything was normal, which made Xiao Yao feel relieved. However, the battery of his mobile phone was only 50% left again. It seemed that he had to find a car outside to charge his mobile phone as soon as possible. However, this weak state will continue for 12 hours, and 12 hours will be night. It seems that he will have to spend the night here tonight. Yizhenru next to him has fallen asleep on the table. Xiao Yao quietly got up, took out a few t-shirts from his backpack, and covered Yizhenru with them. The bunker was cold, so it seemed that he had to carry a few quilts with him, otherwise it would be freezing to death on this cold winter night. After a rest, Xiao Yao has gradually adapted to using the lowest attribute to control the movement of this body. He lit a candle and practiced radio gymnastics in the open space of the room. It has been too long since he practiced this set of radio gymnastics. I remember that before rebirth, I often went to the mountain east of the village to practice at night. I haven't practiced it since rebirth. After a set of radio gymnastics, Xiao Yao sat down on the ground, sweating profusely. It was too difficult. Ordinary people's physiques would be exhausted after a set, not to mention that Xiao Yao's attributes at this time were lower than those of ordinary people. System, congratulations to the host, you have learned the ordinary physical skill of body refining. Because the host has learned the body forging technique, the two techniques are merged into one technique. Please name the new skill. This. Xiao Yao, who was sitting on the ground, was a little speechless at this time. How did this radio gymnastics become a body refining technique? Could it be? This radio gymnastics actually existed in ancient times? It's just that it was renamed by modern people? And how did it merge with a body forging technique? This body forging technique is a passive skill, and the body refining technique is radio gymnastics, which can be considered an active skill. Since the bodybuilding technique can improve ki and blood, and the bodybuilding technique can exercise the body, it is better to call it physical fitness. Skill, physical fitness level 4, passive, only a body that can withstand thousands of trials and tribulations can be invincible. If you want to learn how to attack, you must first learn how to defend, and the best defense is to not break the defense. Defense plus 4, life plus 4, restore life plus 4 per minute, gain 1 proficiency for every 1 life consumed, and increase the proficiency by 320 for every full set of skills practiced. The current proficiency is 2500/80000. I don't know when. This bodybuilding technique has been upgraded to level 4. Previously, I could only increase my proficiency by losing blood, but now I can increase my proficiency by doing a set of radio gymnastics by 320. However, seeing the 80,000 proficiency requirement at the back, Xiao Yao really felt helpless. It would take at least 6 minutes to complete a full set of radio gymnastics. I would have to exercise all day and night to upgrade. What's more, if I exercise all the time, I would be exhausted. Now I am so tired that I sit on the ground after doing one exercise. Xiao Yao lies on the ground, lying on the ground like an H-shaped figure, looking directly at the ceiling. It seems that it is better to exercise once in a day, not too much, once in the morning, noon and evening. Bang bang bang. The door was knocked by a burst of rapid sounds. Yizhenru was also awakened and wiped the saliva from the corner of her mouth. There was light in the room. Xiao Yao lit a candle when he got up. Yizhenru saw Xiao Yao lying on the ground and thought something had happened. She ran over in a hurry. Husband, what's wrong with you? I'm fine. I just did a set of radio exercises. Help me up. Bang bang bang. Sir, something bad has happened. The knocking on the door continued. It sounded like Shaji's voice. Come in. Xiao Yao was helped by Yizhenru to sit on a chair before letting Shaji in. Sir, something bad has happened. Something bad has happened. What happened? Why are you so flustered? Tell me what happened. It's not good enough to just say something bad. I know what's wrong. Well, all the zombies that were trapped in the backyard of the gas station ran out. Zombies? How many are there? At least 300. Are there any at the entrance of the bunker? Who found them? A lot of zombies have surrounded the entrance of the bunker, and we have locked the door of the bunker. Plop. Shaji knelt directly in front of Xiao Yao. Sir, please forgive me. What's wrong? Get up and talk. Why are you kneeling down? Sir, I was negligent for a moment and told my younger brother that this wooden stick is stronger than a fire axe. In the morning, my younger brother secretly took the wooden stick to the backyard while I was sleeping and tried to kill the zombies with the stick. Then what? The zombies rushed out. Then my younger brother came back and told me that he killed a zombie with just 7 or 8 hits of a wooden stick. Of course I scolded my younger brother, but he is my younger brother after all, and I just told him not to mess around with the wooden stick again. Unexpectedly, he instigated Xiaobinghe to go to the backyard to kill zombies. As a result, they found that the gate that imprisoned the zombie group in the backyard had been broken through by the zombies before they reached the backyard. Okay, Shaji, you can. Sir, please spare my life. Where is your brother? My brother is outside. Let your brother come in. Sir, please spare my brother's life. Let him come in now, and I will spare his life. Yes, sir, I will go call my brother now. Sir, Balang knows he was wrong. Please spare my life. Shaji's younger brother, Shabalang, knelt down as soon as he came in, and his forehead was broken. It seemed that he really knew he was wrong. The bunker was surrounded by zombies. Even if there was enough food reserves here, it would be difficult to get out alive. Unless the sir in front of him could fight 1 against 100 and kill them, otherwise, there was only death waiting for them. Shabalang really knew he was wrong. When did I say I wanted your life? Thank you for your mercy. Wait, I didn't say I would let you go. Now I'm giving you away to be my slave. I will forgive the mistakes you made. Ah, sir, that's it. That's it. Sir, I am willing to be your slave. After some operations, Xiao Yao once again had a slave. Looking at the 3 avatars appearing in the list on his left, Xiao Yao felt relieved. Family members know their own difficulties. It's not that Xiao Yao doesn't want to deal with Shabarang, it's just that it's difficult for him to act now. Thank you very much for taking me in, sir. I heard from my brother that if I become a slave, I will get a set of slave suits. I wonder if you can give me one so that I can charge into battle for you and kill zombies. Oh? You became my slave not just for the sake of this slave suit, did you? Please calm down, sir. My brother was just playful and spoke too quickly. I hope you can forgive me. He spoke too quickly, right? It doesn't matter. I'm not blaming him. Since you are all my slaves, of course you can't do without this slave suit. It's just that I don't have that many with me now. I still have a lot of these slave suits, but they are all in my car. My car is out of gas, otherwise I wouldn't come to this gas station, right? I'll give them to you when I get to my car. Don't worry, you can't do without this slave suit. Why don't you thank me, sir? Thank you very much, sir. Get up. By the way, where's Xiaobinghe? Sir, I asked Xiaobinghe to guard the door of the bunker. Well, what about Kaye and the others? Kaye and his men hid in the old station master's room. Oh, they didn't make any noise, did they? They went to the convenience store at the gas station to get some things in the morning, and after they came back, they stayed in the old station master's room and didn't come out. Get some things. What? This, I didn't notice, just a few boxes. Interesting, it seems they know something. By the way, where was your brother when they went out? I'm sorry, sir, I kept watch all night and fell asleep in the early morning. At that time, my brother also stole my stick and ran out to kill zombies. Oh. Xiao Yao narrowed his eyes. At the same time, Shabalang should just be playing around and killing zombies with a stick. Could it be that these zombies were released by Kaye and his men? This doesn't make sense. If the zombies they released ran back on their own, wouldn't they be trapped in this bunker together? Then what's the point of releasing the zombies? Die together and die together? Chapter 277. The rest of the men must die. Knock, knock, knock. At this time, the door was knocked again. Come in. The door opened, and Xiao Yao looked over. Aren't these the 3 people of Kaye? Why are you here? Sir, we are here to report a situation to you. Situation? What situation? Sir, this morning, Kaye found that Shaji's younger brother, Shabalang, quietly took a wooden stick and went out. Then Xiao was afraid that Xiaolang was in danger, so he asked a few of us to see what Shaji wanted to do. Sir, guess what we saw? The yellow-haired man said with a sly look. Tell me. Xiao Yao frowned, and kept the question secret. He didn't punish him for spitting at him. Didn't he feel pain without a scar? Shaji actually used a wooden stick to hit the head of the locked-up zombie in the backyard. My lord, Shaji did not kill the zombie, but angered the zombie group. Shaji angered the zombie group and ran back. My lord, you don't know that the big iron gate in the backyard has been in disrepair for many years. How can it withstand the impact of so many zombies? The gate was broken through by the zombies in an instant. Several of us ran back at the risk of our lives just to inform you. Now all of us are surrounded by the zombie group in this bunker. It's all the trouble caused by this Shabarang. My lord, you must severely punish the culprit. Yes, my lord, if it weren't for Shabarang, the zombie group would not have broken through the gate, and we could still survive safely in this bunker, but now, we can only wait to die in this bunker. Shaji has already told me about this. Although Shabarang was wrong first, now is not the time to punish him. I have already accepted Shabarang as my slave, and I will let Shabarang go into battle to kill zombies to atone for his sins when the time comes. Shabarang has also become your slave. Yes, what, do you want to do it too? No, 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 since you already have a plan, I wonder what plans you have for these zombies that are besieging the bunker. No plan, the zombies haven't rushed in yet? I heard that the bunker has sufficient food reserves, so let's stay put for now. As time goes by, the zombie swarm will become sparse, and then we can advance step by step and defeat them one by one. Since you already have a plan in mind, we won't disturb you. I'll take my leave. Well, go ahead. Xiao Huangmao and several others left the room. Your Excellency, Shabarang really just killed a zombie and came back. He didn't anger the zombie group. Besides, I killed a lone zombie at that time. How could I possibly anger the entire zombie group? Please believe me. Who to believe and who not to believe is up to me. Now you better get out and guard the bunker's door. Don't let anyone get close to it. Make amends for your mistakes. If you continue to be so reckless, I don't mind letting you have a taste of being wiped out. Sir, I will never do anything unruly again. Well, get out. It's better not to let me know that it was really you who attracted this group of zombies. Shabarang got out in a panic. Sir, please spare my brother's life. Shaji, do you remember how many times you have told me to spare your brother's life? According to me, all of you here must die, but I've kept you here because we are all the same kind. Now it depends on your performance. If I find out that you are unruly and restless again, frankly speaking, I don't need any slaves at all. Do you understand? I understand. Go, it's your responsibility to guard the door of my room. If you can't do such a small thing, then what's the use of having you as a slave? Yes, sir, I will definitely guard the door of the room and never let any zombies in. Not just zombies. Yes, sir, I understand. Xiao Yao and Yiziner were the only ones left in the room again. Hubby, what should we do? We are surrounded by zombies. It's okay. Hubby, don't we want to find a way to escape? Don't you still have to go find your sister? I'll be weak for another 10 hours. Now I'm not used to killing zombies, nor am I suitable to quarrel with them. Let's talk about everything after 10 hours. Well, that's the only way. Xiao Yao looked at the door with a serious face. No matter what Shabarang said or Huangmao said, Xiao Yao would not believe it completely. Xiao Yao only believed his own eyes. However, the only way now was to wait. When his weak state disappeared, everything would be back under his control. As for the zombie horde, there was nothing to be afraid of. After killing these 300 zombies, his awakening mission would be completed. He didn't know what he would become after awakening, but what was certain was that he would become stronger, and it would be safer on the way to find his sister. Xiao, the tall yellow-haired and skinny man. 3 people came out of Xiao Yao's room and returned to the old station master's room again. Xiao, what should we do? This Shabarang has become Xiao Yao's slave. Now our plan to alienate them has failed. It's so unlucky. I wanted to provoke their relationship, let Xiao Yao punish Shabarang, and then break up the relationship between Shaji and Xiao Yao. Unexpectedly, this Shabarang also became Xiao Yao's slave. It's really a miscalculation. Sir, since the 2 brothers Shaji have become Xiao Yao's slaves, The only ones we can incite to rebel are Xiao Yao and his sister. Xiao Yao is also Xiao Yao's slave. After all, it was Xiao Yao who released them. It may become more difficult to incite them to rebel. Sir, now only Xiao Yao is not Xiao Yao's slave. If Xiao Yao can't become our man, find a way to kill him, and then get Xiao Yao over. You kid, you are still thinking about Xiao Yao. Sir, you know, if it weren't for Xiao Yao, we could have run away when we opened the door to the zombie swarm just now. After all, the world is so big that we can't go anywhere. Huang Mao, you are wrong. This bunker is the safest. There is no such safe place outside. Besides, even if we go out, we have to run for food every day. We may be surrounded by zombies if we are not careful. The food reserves here are so sufficient. Of course, it is best to stay here. Our only goal now is to kill Xiao Yao. If the two brothers Shaji can turn back, we will accept him. If they don't turn back, we will find a way to kill them together. One less person means one less mouth to feed, and the stored food can last for one more day. Sir, when the time comes, the woman next to Xiao Yao must not be bumped into. What? You fucking want to occupy two women by yourself? Sir, when did I say that I occupied two women? Women are clothes. It's fun to wear clothes when everyone wears them. What I mean is that we can own these two women together. You kid, you are smart. Kaye had already cursed Huang Mao to the sky in his heart. After killing Xiao Yao and the others, you, Huang Mao, will be the first to die. You have too many tricks and are not suitable to be kept. You might attack me at that time. After cleaning up all the people, I will be the boss here. At that time, I will only keep this big fool to be my subordinate, and the rest of the men will have to die. Chapter 278 Exchanging Secrets. Inside the bunker, Xiaobinghe and Shabalang stood guard at the door of the bunker, always paying attention to the movements of the zombies outside the door. Although they were both Xiao Yao's slaves, they had no communication. After all, Xiaobinghe and Xiao Yao were captured by Shaji and his group, so they were basically two opposing camps. It was just because of Xiao Yao that they were forced to be together. It was good that they didn't fight. Fortunately, the zombies outside did not find any survivors in the bunker, and they lived in peace. Shaji stood at the door of Xiao Yao's room like a sculpture, guarding diligently. Kaye and several others had been hiding in the old station master's room for a long time and had not come out. I say, Boss K, are we just waiting like this? Wang Mao was a little anxious at this time. He looked at the time. It was almost noon. Could they just stare blankly? What else can we do? Should we go out and fight the zombies? You know, our goal this time is to eliminate Xiao Yao and the others. Even if we can't eliminate them, we must inflict heavy damage on them. But Huang Mao, tell me something, can this secret passage you mentioned really lead to the outside of the gas station? Of course. Only 3 people in the world know the secret passage, but the other 2 are dead now. So, now I'm the only one who knows the secret passage. Now only the 3 of us know it. If you hadn't told us that there was a secret passage in the old station master's room, I would definitely not have come back with you. We are surrounded by a group of zombies here, and we can only sit and wait to die. Come on, take us to see what the secret passage looks like, otherwise we won't feel at ease. Simple. Huang Mao came to the door of the old station master's room and locked the door to prevent outsiders from suddenly breaking in and discovering the secret of the secret passage. Then Huang Mao led Kaye and the tall and thin man to a closet. Huang Mao opened the door of the closet. There were 2 pull rings on the right side of the closet, one red and one blue. Huang Mao pulled the red pull ring, and the wooden board under the closet shrank to the side, revealing a staircase leading to the bottom. Oh my god, it's so hidden. This bunker is already underground, how come there is a staircase going down? How about it? It's amazing. Amazing? Let's go and take a look now. Huang Mao, you go ahead, we don't know the way. Let's go. Huang Mao first held a lit candle in one hand and stepped into the closet stairs first, then went down all the way. After walking about the height of a floor, several people came to a very long corridor and continued to walk forward for dozens of meters. I say, Huang Mao, how long is this road? Why hasn't it ended yet? Unknown environments can always arouse fear in people's hearts, especially this passage is too long and very narrow. Kaye has claustrophobia. We're almost there, it's right in front. Finally, they came to a place with light, which was a slightly more spacious small room, about the size of 2 mobile toilets. There was a ladder leading up on the wall, and there was an iron cover at the top of the ladder. The yellow-haired man pointed at the ladder and said, "Climb up this ladder, and the outside is the outside of the gas station wall. However, outside is the parking lot of a 4S store next door, so there's nothing to see. Let's go back." The group returned to the old station master's room again. The yellow-haired man pulled down the blue pull ring, and the retracted wooden board returned to its original position, and it became an ordinary wardrobe again. The yellow-haired man closed the wardrobe. Seeing is believing. Seeing this secret passage, I am completely relieved. What do you think, Brother Kye? I didn't lie to you, did I? Well, when the time comes, I'll give you the first credit, and you can be the second in command. Thank you, brother. What should we do next? Wait? Brother, are we just going to stay here and do nothing? What else? Are you going to go out and kill zombies? Didn't Xiao Yao say he would be in seclusion for a day? Then give him a day and see what excuses he has after a day. If he still doesn't go out of the house after a day, then he is most likely seriously injured. Then we can think of a way to lure him out. He is not in a hurry now, so we should not be in a hurry. After all, he has a pistol in his hand, and anyone he shoots will be hurt. Well, okay, brother, this is the only way. I'll go out for a walk and get some fresh air. I'm almost suffocating in this small room. Well, go ahead. Huang Mao walked out of the old station master's room, closed the door, and spat on the door. This Kye really thought he was the eldest brother. Huang Mao was just using Kye to get rid of Xiao Yao. When the time comes, the fisherman will benefit from the quarrel between the snipe and the clam, and Huang Mao thinks he's the fisherman. Huang Mao hummed a little tune, came to the door of the bunker, handed 2 bottles of drinks to Xiaobing and Shabalang. Brothers, you have worked hard. This is the drink I brought to you. Drink a bottle to quench your thirst. Thank you. Shabalang took the drink, unscrewed it and drank it up. Brother Xia, you are thirsty too, come and have a bottle of drink. I'm not thirsty, you can take it back. Xiaobing didn't have a good impression of Huang Mao, or rather, he didn't have a good impression of them. After all, in order to catch him and his sister, they used sticks and beat them, and they suffered a lot. Brother Xia, then I'll put the drink here. It's not too late to drink it when you are thirsty. Brother Balan, come here, I have a secret to tell you. The yellow-haired man whispered in Shabalang's ear. Shabalang followed the yellow-haired man to the corner. Huang Mao, what secret is it? Why are you so mysterious? SHH. Let me ask you first, Brother Balan, are you really willing to be Xiao Yao's slave? That's nonsense. Who is willing to be someone else's slave? It's because of the situation. Otherwise, I might be shot to death by Xiao Yao. Coincidentally, my secret is about Xiao Yao. Oh? Tell me about it. Have you noticed that Xiao Yao hasn't left that room for a long time? Well, now that you put it that way, it seems to be true. Xiao Yao has never come out of that room since he entered yesterday. Let me remind you again that Xiao Yao has never come out of that room since he dueled with his grandmother. Ah, Huang Mao, what do you mean? Xiao Yao was seriously injured? Well, this is also my guess, otherwise he wouldn't have said he would be in seclusion for a day, so the verification of this guess depends on tonight, because tonight is a day of seclusion. If Xiao Yao doesn't come out, it means one thing, he was seriously injured. I don't know if you noticed, Brother Balan, every time we went in, Xiao Yao sat on that chair, as if he had never moved. It seems, it is true, but what does this have to do with you? I am Xiao Yao's servant now, aren't you afraid that I will tell Xiao Yao? Afraid? Of course I am afraid, but Huang Mao has always regarded you as a brother, and you saved my life before. Even if I know you are going to report me, I have to tell you, because you have done me a favor. Huang Mao, you are exaggerating. I didn't save you at all. I just happened to kill that zombie and saved you. That can be considered saving. So, there is no need to talk about the friendship between us. Besides, if Xiao Yao hadn't come to the gas station, we would have lived a happy life. But look, as soon as he came, 3 people died immediately, and my grandmother also died. The survivor who was just caught and fed my grandmother was also released by him. Did you want to take Xiao Yu for yourself? Now look, his brother is actually on an equal footing with us, and Xiao Yao even forced you to be his slaves. He is totally inhumane and doesn't treat us brothers as human beings at all. Huang Mao, just tell me this, and don't tell others nonsense. Otherwise, with Lord Xiao Yao's temper, He may not be able to keep you. Hey, Brother Balin, I just feel unfair for you brothers. To be honest, the old station master is dead, and the one who is most capable of being the boss is Brother Shaji. But it seems that Brother Shaji is determined to be Xiao Yao's slave. I still have some things to do, so I'll go back first. Wait? What's the matter, Brother Balin? Since you, Huang Mao, told me a secret, I'll tell you a secret too. What secret? Did you notice the wooden sticks in Xiaobinghe and my brother Shaji's hands? I noticed it. Shaji doesn't use the fire axe he used to use. Now he keeps holding that broken wooden stick. I don't know what he is thinking. You don't understand this. This wooden stick can easily cut off the axe head of the fire axe. What? Shabalang said happily. It seemed that he was not ignorant, but the truth was that no one would believe it. Seeing the shocked look on Huang Mao's face, Shabalang felt relieved. He liked to see other people who had never seen the world. I knew you wouldn't believe it. Ding ding ding. Look, this is the fire axe that was easily broken by a wooden stick. Shabalang took out the fire axe with 2 gaps on the axe head and showed it to Huang Mao. Oh my god, is this true? The yellow-haired man still didn't believe it. He touched the axe head that was broken off by the fire axe with a look of shock, and then asked Shabalang, where did you get that wooden stick? That wooden stick? Ahem, brother, what are you doing? Brother, I'm chatting with Brother Huang Mao. There are so many zombies outside, and you still have time to chat? Go back and guard your positions. What, do you really want to taste Lord Xiao Yao's bullet? I have excused you countless times, I hope you will remember it. Yes, brother. Go back to your post quickly. Yes, brother. Shabalang turned around and said to the yellow-haired man, Huang Mao, I'm going to guard the door first, we'll talk later. Brother Shaji, I have something to do, so I'll leave first. The yellow-haired man slipped away happily. This was big news. The wooden stick was even harder than the fire axe. Chapter 279, Sowing Dissension. What? A stick that can break a fire axe? Kaye exclaimed in shock. Brother, keep your voice down. Aren't you afraid of being heard? Wang Mao hurriedly pulled Kaye, who had stood up, and told him to calm down. Is the news accurate? Shabarang told me. It's probably true. It seems that this wooden stick was probably brought by Xiao Yao. We don't have this thing here, and they don't have it either. The only one who might have it is Xiao Yao and his friends. It seems that we still underestimated them. Sir, what should we do now? Now? We have to wait even longer. Since Xiao Yao can take out a magical wooden stick, he must have something else. Brother, do you think the clothes and shoes they gave us will have strange effects? After some operations, they gave up. These were just ordinary clothes and shoes and could not compete with a fire axe at all. The poor yellow-haired guy even split his canvas shoes with a fire axe, directly reducing the durability to 1, and it was about to explode. You know, if the durability is reduced to 0, the equipment will be directly shattered. Of course, the pistol is an exception. Oh my god, these are just ordinary clothes. I've given them to you. It seems that only the wooden stick is special. I was wondering why it was only given to Xiaobingbao and Shaji. It turns out that Xiao Yao is still on guard against us and is reluctant to give us this magical wooden stick. Brother, didn't you notice that Xiao Yao only gave it to his slaves? No one else got it, not even Shabalang. Didn't you say that Shabalang also became Xiao Yao's slave? Why didn't he get it? That, I don't know. I was chatting with Shabalang at the time. Shaji came over and asked his brother to guard the entrance to the bunker. I didn't ask many things. There are actually 2 more of the magical wooden sticks. I wonder how many Xiao Yao has. Brother, I found another problem. What problem? Tell me. Xiaobingbao seems to be very hostile to us, or to those who were with us before. Although Xiaobingbao and Shabalang were guarding the entrance to the bunker together, they had no communication at all. There was even fire in their eyes when they looked at each other. Nonsense, we captured the Xiaobinghe siblings. Xiao is fine, but Xiaobinghe has suffered a lot from our beatings. Sir, I think we can do something to make them have internal conflicts, then we will have a chance to take action. Well, that's a way, but how can we make them have conflicts? Brother, you don't know that Shabarang likes little sister Xiao very much? What do you mean? Yes, sow discord, frame them, and make them turn against each other. But, this bunker has such a small space, how can we frame them? We have no chance to take action. That's right, it seems that we have to think of other ways. At the entrance of the bunker, Xiaobinghe, you don't drink the drink, I do. I don't drink it, you drink it. Thank you very much, brother-in-law. Who is your brother-in-law? Watch your mouth. Although we are both servants of Lord Xiao Yao, there is no possibility of reconciliation between us, and we will never be able to reconcile, let alone become a family. You'd better pray that you can still stay with Lord Xiao Yao, otherwise, when you become a free man, Xia, will be the first to kill you. Don't be shameless. I call you brother-in-law because I think highly of you. If Lord Xiao Yao hadn't been here, your sister would have been in my pocket long ago. Believe it or not, I will chop you to pieces right now. Come on, chop like this. Whoever doesn't chop is a grandson, and after I'm done I will open the door to the entrance of the bunker, and we will die together, and no one will be able to survive. HMPH, I don't want to bother with you, a kid who is still wet behind the ears. You're just a big fool. You're even more foolish than the big fool next to Huangmeo. If you don't want to guard the door, just get out of the way. I can handle it myself here. Do you think I am willing to guard with you? I am here to guard the gate under the order of Lord Xiao Yao. You have crossed the line. Don't get too close to me. Humph. Neither of them would give in, and each of them gave the other the back of their heads. Good opportunity. When the yellow-haired man went out again, he found that Shabalang and Xiaobinghe had a conflict. The yellow-haired man happily went over with 2 bottles of drinks. Hey, you two, calm down, come and have a bottle of water to calm down. We are all grasshoppers in the same bunker, so we should live in peace, right? Old Xia, this is your fault. Originally, we had different positions and followed different big brothers. Whatever we did what the big brother told us to do, right? Now we follow the same big brother, so we should all call each other brothers. Yellow hair, there is nothing for you to do here, go back. Shabalang said to the yellow hair, and his relationship with the yellow hair was 100 times stronger than that of Xiaobinghe. Brother Baron, you have been guarding for a long time. It's new now. I'll ask the thin tall guy to replace you. Brother Baron, go eat something. No, this is my duty. Alice, we are all brothers. Although you are the servant of Lord Xiao Yao, we are also the lackeys of Lord Xiao Yao. In addition to arranging our own life and death, we also have to share the worries of Lord in other aspects. After saying this, the yellow hair went back. After a while, the yellow hair led the thin tall guy back. Big guy, you replace Brother Baron and let Brother Baron have lunch. Okay, Brother Huangmeo. Let's go, Brother Baron, it's okay with the big guy here. We are not going anywhere else, just go have lunch. The yellow hair pulled Shabalang away and entered the old station master's room. The big guy was a man of few words, and at this moment, he and Xiaobinghe stood like 2 pillars. No one spoke, just standing there quietly. Shaji watched from afar as the yellow-haired man pulled his brother into the old station master's room, but Shaji did not stop him. The yellow-haired man must be up to something again. He would ask his brother at night. If it was something messy, Shaji would definitely stop his brother. Now let's see what the yellow-haired man is up to. Brother, you must be hungry. I'm here to bring you food. Xiao Yu took the food to the entrance of the bunker to give his brother food. Sister, why are you here? Brother is not hungry. Silly brother, people are made of iron and rice is made of steel. If you don't eat for a meal, you will be hungry. How can brother not be hungry? Eat quickly. Oh, okay, I'll eat right away, right away. After Xiaobinghe finished eating the food, Xiao Yu said goodbye to his brother and walked to the corner of the bunker. Squeak. The door of the old station master's room was also opened at this time, and it was Shabalang who came out. At this time, he was wiping the food residue from the corner of his mouth, and bumped into Xiao Yu who was still waving to Xiaobinghe without looking at the road. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Xiao Yu hurriedly bowed his head to apologize. Sister Yu, it's okay. Shabalang unconsciously held Xiao Yu's little hand. The soft and boneless, silky and cold little hand made him want to hold it in his palm and protect it. Let go of my sister's hand, or I will kill you right now. A roar rang in his ears, which scared Shabalang. He turned around and saw that Xiaobinghe had appeared in front of him without knowing when. Why don't you go back? Xiaobinghe glared at Xiao Yu. Yes, brother. Xiao Yu hurriedly ran back to the corner. You. Shabalang looked at the furious Xiaobinghe without saying a word. He turned his head and walked towards the entrance of the bunker angrily. He was still hesitant just now whether to listen to the advice of Huang Mao and the others. Now Xiaobliang had made up his mind. It seemed that Xiaobinghe must be gotten rid of, otherwise, he would always be a stumbling block on his way to getting Xiao Yao. Chapter 280. In the face of absolute strength, all conspiracies and tricks are paper tigers. Night falls. The entire gas station outside the bunker is now evenly covered with zombies. Fortunately, these zombies did not find any survivors in the bunker, otherwise it would not be such a beautiful picture of zombies and humans living in harmony. In the room of the old station master of the bunker, Boss K, it's already night, and the time for Xiao Yao to end his day of retreat is almost up. Should we go? Let's go and visit Xiao Yao again. Kai led Huang Mao and the others out of the old station master's room. In Xiao Yao's room in the bunker, Xiao Yao had already played the 10th physical fitness technique. Xiao Yao, sweating profusely, slumped on the ground. 10 physical fitness techniques gave Xiao Yao 3,200 skill proficiency, but it was still far from upgrading. It seemed that this could not be rushed. Suddenly, Xiao Yao, who was slumped on the ground, felt a surge of power coming from all over his body. Xiao Yao clenched his fists and waved them vigorously a few times. Great, my strength is back. Xiao Yao did a somersault and turned over, which scared Yizinaru next to him. Xiao Yao, who was half dead just now, actually did a somersault. You know, Xiao Yao is a fat man of 160 pounds. This action is a bit funny and unimaginable. Hubby, are you okay? Yizinaru ran over happily and hugged Xiao Yao's arm and shook him. Well, I've recovered. Now, nothing can stop us. In front of absolute strength, all conspiracies and tricks are paper tigers. Don't worry, Xinru. I've made you suffer today. Hubby, it's good that you've recovered, it's good that you've recovered. Then Yizinaru closed her eyes and fainted. Her tense heartstrings suddenly relaxed at this moment. Xiao Yao quickly hugged Yizinaru and felt her breath. He found that she was just asleep. Silly girl, I'm here now, so you should have a good rest. Xiao Yao put Yizinaru on a chair and cushioned her head. He would go out and ask them if they had any betting. By the way, he hadn't been to the old station master's room yet. Maybe there would be a bet or something. Now that he had recovered, these jumping clowns would have no chance to jump around. Xiao Yao took out a fire stick and strode to the door of the room. Knock, knock, knock. Xiao Yao hadn't even reached the door of the room when the door was knocked again. It seems that they can't wait any longer. Squeak. Xiao Yao opened the door and walked out. The one knocking on the door was Shaji. He didn't get Xiao Yao's permission to come in, so he was about to knock again. Not far behind Shaji was Kai and his men. Shaji? Something. Sir, it's Kai and his men who want to see you. You also said that you would be in seclusion for a day. Calculating the time, you should be out of seclusion by now. Okay, are you looking for me? Xiao Yao lowered his head and played with a firewood stick in his hand, without looking up to meet Kai's eyes. This stick is completely different from Xiaobinghe and Shaji's sticks. The stick Xiao Yao is holding is all black, a bit like charcoal. Could it be that Xiao Yao's stick is more powerful? Kai muttered in his heart. The unknown is the most terrifying, especially since Xiao Yao also has a pistol. Brother Xiao Yao, call me sir. Kai, if I'm not mistaken, you are also my lackeys now, right? Shouldn't we unify the title? Yes, Sir Xiao Yao, our bunker is surrounded by zombies. We have been terrified all day today. We couldn't eat well or sleep well. But sir, you said last night that you would go into seclusion for a day, so we didn't disturb you. Now that your seclusion is over, we dare to ask you, sir, what should we do? We can't just hide in this bunker and wait to die. Well, your worry is not unreasonable, but they are just a few zombies. I will kill them all tomorrow. Don't worry, sir, it's not a few zombies, it's hundreds of zombies. There are as many as 300 of them, so what? They are just garbage. Don't worry. Tomorrow morning, these zombies will all become the dead souls under my stick. Xiao Yao smashed the table next to him with a stick. Bang! A huge dent was smashed on the iron table, but the stick in Xiao Yao's hand was unscathed. Sir, what kind of stick is this and why is it so powerful? This is not something you should ask. Now do what you should do. Don't gather here. The air has become thin. Yes, sir, we will go back now. Wait. Sir, Do you have any other instructions? You stay in this room. My wife and I will move to the old station master's room and see if the old station master has any bullets left. 25 bullets can't kill many zombies. Ah, sir, this. What? Do you have any objections? No, no objection, sir. Go wherever you want. Let's stay here. Yes, I know you have an opinion about me, but it's best to keep it in your heart forever and don't show it, otherwise, it will be like this table. Sir, we have no objection. Several people lowered their heads obediently, not daring to look up, and looked directly at Xiao Yao. Xiao Yao entered the room again and picked up Yi Xinru. Yes. Xinru, it's me. I'll change a place for you to rest. It's too uncomfortable to rest on a chair. Yes. Yi Xinru found it was Xiao Yao in the dim light, closed her eyes again, and fell asleep on Xiao Yao's shoulder. She was too tired. She was nervous all night and day, and she didn't close her eyes at all. At this time, Yi Xinru had a big dark circle under her eyes, like a panda. Xiao Yao carried Yi Xinru out of the room, and the people outside the door automatically split into two sides, making way. Xiao Yao carried Yi Xinru to the door of the old station master's room. The door was not locked, and Xiao Yao opened the door and entered directly. Kaye and Huang Mao and a few others switched places with Xiao Yao at this time. Kaye and the others went to the room where Xiao Yao had stayed for a day. Boss K, what should we do? The secret passage is in the old station master's room. How can we escape? Then what can you do? You saw it, the wooden stick in Xiao Yao's hand is definitely better than the ones held by Shaji and Xiaobinghe. That's for sure. Well, I hope Xiao Yao can't find this secret passage. The old station master's room was not big. Xiao Yao came in and took a look around first, and found the double bed in the corner. Xiao Yao put Yi Xinru on the bed so that she could rest more comfortably. After putting Yi Xinru down, Xiao Yao glanced around the room again. There was a wardrobe, a desk, and a cupboard next to it. Xiao Yao opened the cupboard, which contained some canned food, compressed biscuits and other things that took a long time to store. Xiao Yao saw that there was still a lot of space in his backpack, so he put all the cans and compressed biscuits into the backpack. There was also a mural on the wall, which showed a scene of a paradise on Earth, which made people have endless fantasies. Chapter 281 Mo Yuan Gem. After Xiao Yao collected the food in the cupboard, he came to the desk again. The most important purpose of coming to the old station master's room this time was to collect bullets. After all, with 25 bullets, he could not kill many zombies. Xiao Yao searched the drawers of the desk, but did not find anything useful. The only thing he got was 20,000 yuan. Xiao Yao was worried and moved the desk away. What if there was a secret door in this room? The desk was moved away. The floor was tiled and there was no secret door. Xiao Yao squatted down and tapped the floor tiles with his fingers to hear if there was anything empty underneath. After knocking around, Xiao Yao gave up. The floor tiles sounded solid. Xiao Yao turned around and found a small bedside table next to the double bed. Xiao Yao squatted down and opened the bedside table. Huh? There was a different world inside the bedside table. It was a safe, and it was fingerprint-proof. This was a difficult problem for Xiao Yao. After all, Xiao Yao's fingerprints were not good enough. Moreover, this lock could not be opened with a lockpick. Xiao Yao held a paperclip in his hand. This was a technological product of a completely different era. Paperclips could only open mechanical locks, while this safe was a 3-in-1 mechanical, digital, and fingerprint encrypted safe. After using more than 20 lockpicks, Xiao Yao opened the triple encrypted mechanical lock, but he had no idea how to open the digital and fingerprint combination locks. Got it. Xiao Yao left the old station master's room, and now Shaji was guarding the door of this room. Shaji. Sir, I'm here. Where's the old station master's body? Sir, the old station master's body was thrown at the door of the bunker. Oh, I see. Xiao Yao turned around and went back. Xiao Yao originally wanted to use the old station master's body to unlock the fingerprint lock, but it seems that this method doesn't work. There are countless zombies surrounding the door of the bunker. If he opens the door and goes out, he will have to fight the zombies head-on. Xiao Yao is not ready yet. Besides, he has to keep the night vision function on to kill zombies at night, which is a waste of money. Xiao Yao returned to the old station master's room again and sat on the bed staring at the safe in a daze. Are we going to break it by force? Let's do it. Xiao Yao directly moved the entire safe out and moved it outside the room. Breaking it by force would definitely cause noise and affect Yuzinaru's sleep. Xiao Yao, who was worried, warned Shaji and carried the safe directly to Kei's room. "Sir, what are you doing? My wife is sleeping, I'm afraid of disturbing her. By the way, Huang Meo, do you know the password of this safe?" "Sir, you flatter me too much. This is the treasure of the old station master. How could I know the password? If there is anyone who knows the password, it must be the old station master's daughter, but his daughter is still unknown whether she is dead or alive. Okay, I knew it was useless to ask you. Give me the fire axe." "Sir, here." Huang Meo handed the fire axe to Xiao Yao. "Pup, pup." Xiao Yao spit twice, spread it on the palm of his hand, and grabbed the fire axe. Huang Meo saw it and felt disgusted. It seemed that this fire axe could not be used. Xiao Yao raised the fire axe high and hit the side of the safe with an axe. Bang! With a loud bang, a huge crack was smashed in the safe. This. Several people looked at each other in bewilderment. When did this fire axe become so powerful? They also used fire axes to smash it, but the result was that they only made a small dent on the outer skin of the safe. How did this fire axe become such a sharp weapon in Xiao Yao's hands? Bang! There was another loud noise, and the safe was directly smashed and cracked. Damn, if I had known it was so simple, why would I open the lock? I can split it with 2 axes. Xiao Yao used the fire axe to smash the broken gap again. The safe was directly broken into 2 pieces, and the items inside were scattered. What caught my eye were bundles of banknotes, about 300,000 yuan. I'm rich. Xiao Yao's eyes lit up. This is money. With money, you can have everything. However, Kei and several others were indifferent to the money. They stretched their necks to see if there was anything else in the safe. Money was just waste paper. Xiao Yao really looked like a poor boy who had never seen the world. It was estimated that he would only see so much money at the end of the world. Xiao Yao put all the cash aside. Now was not the time to collect the backpack. After all, there were outsiders around. Let's see if there was anything else in the safe. There were 2 small boxes, each as big as a stapler box. They must be bullets. Although the box was white and had no words, a small box had broken and a few bullets fell out. Xiao Yao took out the 2 boxes and opened the lid. Sure enough, there were bullets. One of the boxes was full, and the other was only about half full. Xiao Yao roughly counted and found that there were 50 bullets in a whole box. In other words, there were nearly 70 bullets in these 2 boxes. With the ones he had on hand, there were nearly 95 bullets. With these bullets, Xiao Yao felt more at ease. This was a long-range weapon that killed the enemy invisibly and filled the gap of his long-range attack of 0. He continued to search. There were some documents in the safe. Xiao Yao was too lazy to look at them and threw them aside. There was also a small wooden box at the innermost. Xiao Yao picked up the wooden box and opened the lid. The blue one quietly placed in the wooden box was a stone. Reconnaissance, Moyun gem, plus 250 mental power, plus 25 mental power recovery minute, durability 6666/6666. Xiao Yao picked up the blue Moyun gem, and sure enough, underneath the gem, there was a stone the size of a copper coin with a square hole. Craftsman stone. Great, if there was a 50% chance of clearing the zombies outside the bunker before, then now, it is 100% sure. After all, what restricts the release of whose skills is no longer the limit of mental power, but the limit of the durability of this weapon. If the fire stick is inlaid with this Moyun gem, the durability will directly reach 6666, and the durability limit can be completely ignored. Haha. Xiao Yao couldn't help laughing up to the sky. Is Xiao Yao stupid? Why is he so happy about a blue stone? I don't know. Let's see. It's better if Xiao Yao is stupid. This way we don't have to do it. What did you say? Ah, sir, we didn't say anything. This blue stone is so beautiful. Yes, we have never seen such a blue stone. Sir, you are so happy to see this gem. Do you know the function of this gem? Of course, with this gem, killing zombies outside is as easy as cutting melons and vegetables. Tomorrow, I will open your eyes. Sir, is this blue stone really so magical? Too much is as bad as too little. There were only these things in the safe. The rest were all garbage. Xiao Yao didn't continue to look. He took the cash, bullets and Mo Yuan gem and went out. He wanted to embed this gem on the fire stick as soon as possible. After Xiao Yao left, the people behind him looked at each other. Boss K, do you think what Xiao Yao said is true? It's probably true. Have you seen this gem yellow hair? Boss, I saw the old station master often take it out to have a look, and then put it back carefully. There's nothing special about it. Alice, we are all blinded and have no way of knowing the true function of the treasure. Does Xiao Yao have a way to identify the treasure? Boss, do you think it's the sunglasses that Xiao Yao wears? After all, this bunker is dark and damp, but Xiao Yao never takes off his sunglasses, even when he sleeps. Oh? Sunglasses, then it makes sense. Xiao Yao's sunglasses can see things that we can't see. Boss, do you want it? Yellow hair, don't be anxious. You can't eat hot tofu in a hurry. We don't have weapons, and we don't have a stick as powerful as Xiao Yao's. We can't confront Xiao Yao head-on. We have to think of a way to do it slowly. Boss, why don't we become Xiao Yao's slaves, so that we can follow him legitimately, and only by following him can we have the opportunity to steal sunglasses, wooden sticks and other things. No, don't be Xiao Yao's slave. I now feel that what Xiao Yao said about life and death is in his mind, which is probably true. Do you remember that Xiao Yao asked his slaves to drip a drop of blood on his palm? Remember, it's like witchcraft. Magic stick, magical glasses, plus, magical witchcraft, it's not surprising. Boss, are you saying that Xiao Yao can really kill these slaves with just a flick of his finger? It's probably true, but we can't take risks, because we only have one life, so don't be Xiao Yao's slave. Boss, what should we do then? If we don't become slaves, we can't get the glasses. No, just because we can't get them doesn't mean others can't get them either. Boss, what do you mean? I wanted to stay here, but it seems I have to go to the military affairs department. Boss, didn't you say that the military affairs department is very far from here? Besides, even if you go to the military affairs department, who would come all the way to trouble Xiao Yao? If it were someone else, they might not come, but the captain of the military affairs department is my dad. Captain of the military affairs department's dad? Boss, please help me. No problem, no problem. When the time comes, I can arrange a centurion for you. It's just a matter of talking. Chapter 282 Xiaobinghe is actually a snoring baby. Xiao Yao held the treasure in the safe and ran back to the old station master's room impatiently. Oh, by the way, it was his room now, so he changed the name to the bunker boss room. After closing the door, Xiao Yao first put the 300,000 cash into his backpack. The money that was already tight became abundant again. The bullets were also put into the backpack. The next thing was the Moyun gem. The best equipment on hand was the Soul Survivor helmet, but it had been drilled, so he could only drill something else. The second best equipment was not the fire stick, but Yizinaru's phoenix pendant. However, what Xiao Yao lacked most now was the durability of the weapon, so he could only make a hole for his weapon. Xiao Yao glanced at the fire stick in his hand. Reconnaissance, exquisite fire stick, attack plus 250, combat power plus 250, damage to undead creatures plus 250%, and cause 25% burn damage to undead creatures, durability 168 out of 250. The durability has dropped a lot. Although it has only been upgraded once, it is too late to collect so many fire sticks. Xiao Yao chose the craftsman stone and clicked directly on the exquisite fire stick. System, link. Successfully opened a hole. Backpack, exquisite fire stick, attack plus 250, combat power plus 250, damage to undead creatures plus 250%, and 25% burn damage to undead creatures, can be inlaid with 3 holes, durability 168 out of 250. Great, Xiao Yao excitedly waved his fist, and then hurriedly covered his mouth. Yizhenru was still sleeping, so he couldn't make too much noise. This time, 3 holes were opened directly. However, what made Xiao Yao more puzzled was that this time when the holes were opened for the weapon, there were actually some extra things. I saw that 3 holes appeared side by side on this fire stick at this time, but what was stranger than before was that there was a very obvious line connecting the 3 holes side by side. Xiao Yao took off the helmet and took a closer look, and found that there was no such line between the 2 holes on the helmet. What is this? What is its function? Xiao Yao studied it for a long time, but had no clue, so he could only give up for the time being. Inlay. Xiao Yao directly inlaid the Moyun gem on the fire stick. At this time, the durability of the fire stick directly reached 6,834, 6,916. With so much durability, even if it kills 2 zombies at a time, it can beat more than 3,000 zombies. What's more, there are only about 300 zombies outside the bunker at most. Xiao Yao waved the fire stick a few times and was very satisfied. It was getting late, so he should rest early and kill all these zombies early tomorrow morning. Then it would be time for him to wake up. It was late at night, and almost everyone fell asleep. Shaji, who was guarding the door, was also dozing off by the door. The 2 people guarding the bunker, Xiaobaran had already slept like a dead pig, and Xiaobinghei's eyelids were also fighting up and down. Indistinctly, a dark shadow slowly approached the entrance of the bunker. As he got closer, he found that this person was Huang Meo. He tiptoed to the entrance of the bunker, quietly took down the lock on the door, and then tiptoed back again, as if he had never appeared. Back in the room, I saw the other 2 people waiting for Huang Meo at the door, and they were not asleep either. How is it? The door lock has been taken down. Next, it depends on the zombies. Is this really okay? Don't worry, when the zombies come in, we can take the opportunity to run to the old station master's room and hide while Xiao Yao kills the zombies. By then, Xiao Yao will have no time to take care of us. Oh, no, I'm going to sleep first. Big guy, you keep an eye on us for a while. If the zombies come in, wake us up immediately. Oh, finally, Xiaobinghei, who was guarding the door, couldn't bear it anymore. He closed his eyes and fell into deep sleep. After a while, he actually snored. This is fatal. Hoo. Ha. Hoo. Not only did Xiaobinghei snore, he even whistled. Roar. The zombies at the entrance of the bunker were certainly not deaf. They heard the human voice coming from behind the door, but it was not from their own kind. Several zombies slowly approached the door and slapped it with their hands. The heavy door did not stop them at this time, but the door was slowly slapped open to create a gap. A zombie walked directly in through the gap, and the zombies behind followed it in. Then, the gap in the door became larger and larger until it was completely open. Ha-hoo. Ha-hoo. The snoring was so loud that it actually covered the zombies' voices. Roar. A zombie roared, roar. Then the zombies behind him responded to each other. The zombies found that there were actually 2 humans lying not far away, and they shouted excitedly. Plop. Xiaobinghei and Shabalang were awakened by the zombies' cries. Shabalang even hit his head on the ground, and a piece of skin was knocked out of his forehead. When he vaguely saw a shadow swaying in front of him, Shabalang had already lost control of his bowels and bladder. So many zombies? Shabalang cursed Xiaobinghei next to him. Fuck you, what door are you guarding to let so many zombies in? No, no, the zombies are coming in. Shabalang shouted loudly. Xiaobinghei also retreated to Xiao Yao's door. He knew that he had a problem of snoring when he slept, so he insisted on not sleeping. But no one could last a whole day and night without sleeping. It was like playing games all night and getting off the computer in the early hours of the morning. He felt like he was going to die and couldn't resist it at all. Xiao Yao, who had already fallen asleep, was awakened by Shabalang's screams. Xiao Yao quickly turned on the night vision and lit the candle on the table. Zombies are coming in. Xiao Yao quickly grabbed the fire stick at hand. Husband. Yi Zhenru had also woken up at this time. It's okay, you stay here, I'll go out and take a look. Xiao Yao comforted Yi Zhenru and pushed the door open. Fuck. At this time, more than a dozen zombies had come in from outside the bunker boss's room. Shabalang, Xiaobinghei, and Shaji were killing zombies with wooden sticks and fire axes, but there were more and more zombies. At this time, they only killed 1 zombie, and more zombies were pouring in. Sir, what should we do? Why are there so many zombies coming in? Kai Huangmeo and several others also ran out of the room and ran towards Xiao Yao. Several of them were still putting on clothes and looked like they had just woken up. Not good. Xiao Yao suddenly found that the outside had begun to appear in a superimposed poisoning state, that is, there was already a thick fog outside. Go back to the room first. Xiao Yao pushed open the door and went in first. The others behind him followed in one after another. The last ones to come in, Shaji and Xiaobinghei, closed the iron door directly. The zombies also wanted to follow in, but were blocked again by the big iron door of the boss room in the bunker. Several zombies banged on the door. Everyone entered the room of the boss of the bunker. Xiao Yao had a gloomy face. What's going on? Xiao Bingbao, Shabalang, how did you two guard the door? How did the zombies get in? Sir, we don't know. I was sleeping, and suddenly a zombie's roar woke me up. What about you? Are you sleeping too? I'm sorry, sir, I couldn't open my eyes at the time, so I took a nap. Okay, you two, okay. Two people are on guard, but they don't arrange shifts and sleep together. How come? Such a small thing requires me to arrange it myself. Sir, I know I was wrong. Please punish me. Please punish me. What kind of punishment? The zombies have come in. What's the point of punishing you? I'll deal with you after this. The two men lowered their heads, not knowing what to do. How did the zombies sneak in when they were sleeping so well? Could it be that the zombies have a key? Xiao Yao didn't care. The zombies had to be killed sooner or later, but who wouldn't want to have a good sleep in the middle of the night? Now they were forced to kill them earlier. You guys protect my wife's safety. I'm going out to clean up the zombies. If I come back and find that my wife has lost her hair, you all must die. Yes, sir. Wife, I'll be back soon. Wait for me. Okay, I'll wait for you. Xiao Yao opened the door, and the two zombies that were knocking on the door just missed and rushed in. Heavy attack. Xiao Yao hit the zombie's head with a stick. This 100% stun heavy attack hadn't been used for a long time. Looking at the stars that appeared above the zombie's head, Xiao Yao's blood boiled. Come on, let Fatty show you what a one-sided massacre is. Chapter 283 Invincible. Hit hard. Xiao Yao swung the fire stick and hit the zombie on the head. Minus 2,748. A huge critical damage appeared on the zombie's head. The zombie fell down with a star on its head and never got up again. It gave away some experience, money, blood and essence, and then it was reincarnated. Xiao Yao couldn't help but want to shout loudly, who else? He hit one zombie with one stick, and there was no need to make up the second blow. Xiao Yao felt that there was no need to use the ultimate move now. Normal attacks could reach 1,145 damage, and attacking the zombie's head could cause 2 times the damage. Xiao Yao rushed directly into the zombie group. When the sweep skill came out, a large number of damage appeared on the heads of the zombies in front of him. With another sweep skill, the zombies in front of him fell down in large numbers. Xiao Yao was like a farmer cutting wheat at this moment. Every time he swung the sickle, he could cut a piece of wheat. The people behind him were so shocked that they couldn't speak. Is this still a human? Close the door. Don't let the thick fog enter the room. Before the people behind him could be surprised, Xiao Yao killed a few zombies at the door and asked them to close the door. There was thick fog outside, and the bunker boss room couldn't be allowed to enter the thick fog. Yes, sir. Xia Binghai's eyes were full of stars when he looked at Xiao Yao. This was his idol, the goal he had pursued all his life. He was too strong. He secretly swore that he must become such a person. Kai and Huang Mao behind him were already pale at this time. The stronger Xiao Yao was, the more afraid they were. At this time, the yellow-haired man quietly pulled Kai's clothes, and then quietly said, Boss, do we still have to deal with Xiao Yao? I feel like we have no chance of winning. Let's discuss this matter later. Boss, I feel like these zombies are really not enough for Xiao Yao to kill. Why don't we run away now while Xiao Yao is still killing zombies? I'm afraid Xiao Yao already knows what we have done in the past few days. After he finishes killing the zombies, he might free up his hands to deal with us. Well, what you said makes sense. Let's leave quickly while Xiao Yao is away. What about Xiao Yu? It's already this time, and you're still thinking about women. Sooner or later, you'll die at the hands of a woman. Several people quietly moved to the back, to the closet. What are you guys doing, sneaking around? Zombies are too scary. We just want to stay away from the door. If Xiao Yao fails to kill the zombies and is attacked by zombies, we can die later. What a coward. Bang! A zombie's body hit the door, making a loud noise. Several people were attracted by the sound, and no one paid attention to the Kai and his men behind him. Boss, let's go. Wang Mao quickly pulled down the ring, and then walked into the stairs first and walked down quickly. Several people behind him also quickly followed. Wang Mao quietly pressed a switch on the wall in the corridor, and the wooden board in the closet returned to its original state. You scared me. Should we go out and help Lord Xiao Yao? Shabalang patted his chest at this time. He was scared when the zombie's body hit the door just now. You've seen it, with Lord Xiao Yao's skills, we can't help much if we go out. Lord Xiao Yao has instructed us to keep a good eye on the madam, so we must protect her honestly. The zombies are all outside, and there's nothing for us to kill here. You're wrong. Lord asked us to protect the madam here, probably to prevent Kaye and Wang Mao and the others. Shaji turned around to look at Kaye and the others. Fuck, where are they? With a cry of fuck, several people turned around to look at the place where Kaye and the others were just now, only to see that it was empty, and there was no one there. Shaji walked over quickly and searched left and right. Where are the people? How did they disappear out of thin air? Brother, is there a secret passage here? Otherwise, how did they get out? Let's look for it. Don't act rashly. We are not familiar with the secret passage here, and our mission is to protect the madam. Wait until you kill the zombies, and then we will listen to your instructions. Brother, you are too cautious. With Master Xiao Yao's skills, killing these zombies is a matter of minutes. We might as well quietly help you find this secret passage, which will save you some time. Since you don't want to look for it, I will look for it. Anyway, the room is so small, where else can we go? Okay, don't leave this room, just look here. Shabalang turned around and was about to search for the entrance to the secret passage. He inadvertently saw Xiao Yu sitting on a chair and anxiously looking at the door. Shabalang quietly approached Xiao Yu. There were only a few men left here. Xia Binghe was Xiao Yu's brother. Lord Xiao Yao had a wife, so only his brother and himself could pursue Xiao Yu. His brother had always given in to him since he was a child. His brother would definitely not compete with him. So, now there was only one man who could have Xiao Yu, and that was me, Shabalang. At this time, Shabalang had already determined that Xiao Yu was his woman. Hi, Sister Yu. Humph. Xiao Yu didn't look good to him at all. The siblings were captured by the people here. They were disgusted with these people. Not long ago, they held his hand, which was even more disrespectful to him. Sister Yu, I don't know what I did wrong. You have to treat me behind my back. You know what you did? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have been captured in this bunker and besieged by zombies. Sister Yu, you can't be prejudiced against me. It was my brother and his friends who caught you. I have nothing to do with this. I have been here to look after my grandmother. Oh, my grandmother is the zombie next door to you. I have never gone out to catch any survivors, including you. You also said that I almost choked to death that day and asked you for some water, but you didn't give it to me. Now you still have the nerve to talk to me. I heard from my brother that you even threw urine in for me to drink. Did you do it? Sister Yu, I swear to God, it was Xiaoba who threw the urine. I have nothing to do with you. But you may have misunderstood Xiaoba. Xiaoba has a special liking for shit and urine. Not only does he give you urine to drink, he also likes to eat shit. Urine is a common occurrence for him. Shameless. Disgusting. Really, I didn't lie to you. In fact, I secretly gave you water while Xiaoba was out, but was discovered by Xiaoba when he came back and almost beat me to death. Huh? Stop talking nonsense. Stay away from me. I don't want to see you. Sister Yu, I didn't come to you to reconcile with you. I know that my impression of you must be very bad, and it won't be alleviated in a short time. Have you noticed that we are the only ones with nothing to do now? Don't you feel like we are redundant? Don't you want to do something to prove yourself? How? Prove it. Come on, come with me to find the entrance to the secret passage. I believe that once the entrance to the secret passage is found, everyone will definitely change their opinion of us and will not treat us as a burden. But I can't leave my brother. We're not going out, we'll just look for it in this room. You girls are more careful. With you as a teammate, we will definitely find it faster. Who is your teammate? Look for yourselves and don't get too close to me. Okay, let's see who finds it first. If I find it first, you are not allowed to have prejudice against me anymore. If you find it first, I will let you punish me. Okay, it's a deal. Xiao Yu and Shabalang shook hands to make a contract. Shabalang smiled inside. This was the second time he held your hand. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelis. There you'll find the original version of this story, and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 284 First Order New Human. After Xiao Yao and Shabalang reached an agreement, they went to find the entrance to the secret passage. Shaji and Xiaobinghe saw that the two of them had reached an agreement to find the entrance to the secret passage together, so they didn't care about them. The task at this time was to protect the lady. The room was so small, so they let them find the entrance to the secret passage. Anyway, there was no danger. At this time, there were only zombies on the ground outside the bunker boss's room. Looking around, there was no standing zombie. Even Xiao Yao had disappeared at this time. Xiao Yao was so excited that he killed directly outside the bunker. Every move and every style was so simple and unpretentious, but it contained endless power. Asking where Xiao Yao was, passers-by pointed to the zombie group. There was no rules or moves, one step, one stick, one zombie. More and more zombies died under Xiao Yao's stick. System, congratulations to the host, you have completed the awakening task. Xiao Yao didn't notice this prompt at all at this moment, but suddenly felt an incomparable heat coming from deep in his heart. Xiao Yao had the urge to tear his clothes. Xiao Yao shouted angrily to the sky. His face was flushed red, as if he had eaten a bite of Indian devil pepper. His eyes were about to burst into flames. Xiao Yao felt that his whole heart was about to burn. Bang! With a slight sound, Xiao Yao's eyes burst into fire. The flames in his eyes directly burned the detection glasses, leaving only the frame of the glasses. Bang! Then Xiao Yao's hands also burst into flames. The flames followed Xiao Yao's arms and directly jumped onto the entire fire stick. Xiao Yao felt that his whole body was about to burn. There was an endless flame in his chest that was about to burst out. Xiao Yao roared at the sky, and a burst of flames shot from Xiao Yao's mouth to the sky. Bang! Suddenly, Xiao Yao transformed like a Saiyan, and his whole body was on fire. Crackle! The blazing flames burned away all the thick fog within a 1-meter range around Xiao Yao. The zombies around looked at the fireman in front of them, hesitating, as if they also felt the horror of the flame. The gate of hell has been opened. Are you ready to accept the judgment of Hades? A low voice like a drum came out of the mouth of the fireman, and then the fireman instantly rushed into the zombie group. The fire stick with flames became a real fire stick at this time. With a simple stick, the zombies were smashed into mud. The dead zombies were ignited by the flames. At this time, Xiao Yao's surroundings were like a bonfire, and the flesh and blood stained on the fire sticks were also directly burned into gas by the flames. Xiao Yao rushed into the zombie group like a huge fireball and directly crushed the remaining dozens of zombies. Bang! After killing the last zombie, Xiao Yao knelt on one leg and supported his body with a fire stick in one hand. The flame slowly extinguished, revealing the excited Xiao Yao. Xiao Yao was panting at this moment, but he couldn't cover up the wanton smile on his mouth. The whole body burning was not spontaneous combustion, but his own awakening skills. Righteous burning, a first-order new human awakening skill that burns one's own life. It's a burning shield around the body, and causes burning damage to enemy units within 1 meter of itself. It consumes 2% of its own health per second and causes 1% of the enemy's life damage. 1% of its own health increases its own critical strike chance by 100%, adds burning damage to weapons, and adds burning damage of 100% of the basic attack power to attacks. The skill cannot be released when the health is below 30%. This skill is an awakening skill and cannot be upgraded through skill proficiency. This is the skill after awakening. Although the blazing flames are scary, the damage caused is really not that good. I'll lose 2% of my blood, and only 1% of the enemy's health is lost. Although this 1% is calculated according to my own health, it is still pitiful. After all, even if the health is 1,600, it is only 16 points of damage, which is almost the same as nothing. If I have 100 million health, this 1% is still worth seeing. Now, this is just a scary appearance. The only thing worth seeing is this 100% critical hit. No matter where you hit, it is a critical hit. You don't have to hit the zombies' heads anymore. The awakening skill is just one of them. After completing the awakening task, Xiao Yao has now become a first-level new human. Xiao Yao, race, new human, old human basic attributes 2. Attributes 2 each time you upgrade, level, first order level 1 combat power. 592 life. 530/1600, each level increases 10 points of life. Red ginseng soup plus 12 upper limit bodybuilding technique plus 4 mental power. 1095, 1395. Each level increases 1 point of mental power. Reserve mental power 300 satiety. 5/100. When hunger is 0, 1 blood is lost per minute. Attack. 468 defense. 24 bodybuilding technique plus 4 life recovery. 9/minute bodybuilding technique plus 4 mental power recovery. 5/second strength. 30. Every 1 point of strength increases life by 1 and attack by 1. Agility. 30. Intelligence. 70. Every 1 point of intelligence increases mental power by 1. Experience. 1314. 99,999. The attributes grew explosively, and the health value actually reached 1,600. You know, before the doomsday, ordinary humans only had 100 health points. Xiao Yao clenched his fists and felt the explosive power in his fists. At this time, he had the strength to stand in the doomsday. The ground was filled with all kinds of spoils. Xiao Yao's backpack was already full, and Xiao Yao could only collect spoils on the ground himself. At this time, Xiao Yao found that his reconnaissance glasses had been broken, and he couldn't use the reconnaissance glasses to detect it all. As a last resort, he spent 100 inferior blood essences again to repair the reconnaissance glasses. Inferior blood essence. Although there are nearly 500 inferior blood essences now, Xiao Yao is not going to use them for the time being. First, save the inferior blood essence to 999. This inferior blood essence must be developed, so that it can be purchased directly in the mall. At that time, you only need to collect money. Collecting money is much simpler than collecting inferior blood essence. Oh no, oh no. Xiao Yao was collecting the spoils when Yi Xinru ran out of the bunker in a panic. Seeing Yi Xinru's appearance, Xiao Yao knew something must have happened, so he ran over in a hurry. What's wrong? Xinru, why did you run out? Oh no, Shablang has turned into a zombie and bit Xiao Yao. Come back and have a look. What's going on? Xiao Yao looked solemn. Although these people had nothing to do with him, they were all his slaves and their relatives after all. How could they turn into zombies in the room of the bunker? Xiao Yao, you don't know that after you went out to kill the zombies, Ye and a few others ran away through the secret passage. Secret passage? There is such a thing in this room. When we were not paying attention, Ye suddenly disappeared. We guessed that they ran out from the secret passage. After all, we have been guarding the door and did not leave a step. Then Shabalang and Xiao Yu went to find the entrance of the secret passage, but I don't know why, Shabalang suddenly started to go crazy and bit Xiao Yu directly. Xiao Yu's shoulder was bitten off. Come back and have a look. Bang! Xiao Yao pushed open the door, and saw that Xiao Binghe was frantically looking for some cloth strips to hold Xiao Yu's shoulders. Xiao Yu was lying on the bed, covered in blood, and he was breathing out more than breathing in. On the other side, Shabalang was tied up by Shaji at some point and tied to a chair with his hands tied behind his back. At this time, Shabalang was roaring at Shaji in front of him. Xinru, bandage Xiao Yu's wound immediately. It will be too late if you don't bandage it. The information detected in the field of vision made Xiao Yao's heart sink. This Xiao Yu is probably going to become a zombie. Investigation. Name, Xiao Yu. Race, human. Level 2. Combat power 12 HP. 65/112. Bleeding infection. Bitten by zombies, the virus enters the body through the wound and causes infection, losing 20 horsepower per minute, and the status cannot be cancelled voluntarily. Chapter 285. Sorry, I'm not a god. Shaji. If anything happens to my sister, I, Xia Binghe, will make you two brothers die with her. Xia Binghe's eyes were blazing with fire, and the look he gave Shaji was filled with hatred that would never end. Why are you looking at me? How could I know this would happen? Did my brother also become a zombie? I'm wondering, it must be Huangmao and the others who set up some trap before they left, which turned my brother into a zombie. You want to take revenge on Huangmao and the others, not me. We are victims too. Huangmao must die, and you must die too. If Shablang hadn't dragged Xiao Yu to find the entrance to the secret passage, she wouldn't have been bitten by Shablang. Your brother must die. You are his brother, and you also have an unshirkable responsibility. Don't refuse a toast and then drink a forfeit. Do you really think I did something wrong just because I told you 2 words? I'm giving you 3 points because we are both servants of Lord Xiao Yao. Don't be shameless. If you don't accept it, go out and try. I, Shaji, will definitely beat you to pulp. Fight if you want to. It's not certain who will eat shit. Go out, to decide who's the winner, and also decide life and death. Enough. You two behave yourself. If anyone says another word, I'll send him straight to see the king of hell. Sir, please judge for my sister. My sister was deceived by her brother Shabalang and went to find the entrance to some secret passage. It must be that his brother wanted to take advantage of my sister, and now he is acting crazy here. He must not have turned into a zombie. Please judge for me, for my sister. Xiaobing, I know you are very sad. Your sister is not dead yet. What's more, Shabalang is not pretending. He is really a zombie now. Sir, what can we do? People who have been bitten by zombies will definitely turn into zombies, right? Shaji, get out of the way. I want to chop your brother. You are blocking me. Don't blame me for having no eyes for the wooden stick in my hand. Xiaobing, calm down. The most urgent thing is to save your sister first. Your sister can still be saved? Can still be saved? Sir, please save my sister. Even if you ask me, Xiaobing, to die, I will die immediately without frowning. When I say there's hope, I mean she can live a few more minutes. Tell your sister what you want to say. It will be too late if you are late. After the bandage was done, Xiao Yao's status changed to infected. Infected, the virus enters the body through the wound, and the blood loss is 10 per minute. The status cannot be cancelled. After the bandage was done, Xiao Yao's status was only infected, losing 10 blood per minute. A glance at Xiao Yao's health points showed that he only had 50 health points, which means that Xiao Yao can only live for 5 minutes. Xiao Yao used his school bag as a cover and took out 2 bottles of red ginseng soup and handed them to Xiaobing. Hurry up and give it to your sister. These 2 bottles can keep your sister alive for 10 minutes. Then Xiao Yao pulled up Yuzhenru. The bandage was over, so there was no need for Yuzhenru to continue feeding Xiao Yao red ginseng soup. After all, Xiao Yao could turn into a zombie at any time, and it might be fatal. Xiao Yao didn't want Yuzhenru to be in any danger. Sister, have a sip. Xiaobing held up his sister's head and fed her red ginseng soup. Maybe he was really thirsty. Xiao Yao gulped down a large bottle, and his health value was restored by 50. At this time, his health value was 95. After drinking the red ginseng soup, Xiao Yao gently opened his eyes, and his pale face made people feel pity. Brother, why are you crying? I'm not crying, I'm not crying, I'm happy. Sister, you're awake. Brother, where is this? This is a bunker, don't scare me. Oh, bunker, when can I go out to see the moon? I miss the moon so much. Brother promises you, when you get better, I will take you to see the moon and the stars. Okay, brother, I'll wait for you. Maybe he was too tired. Xiao Yao closed his eyes and fell asleep again. Sister. Sister. Don't die. Stop shaking, or your sister will die. She's not dead yet, she's just asleep. Ah, asleep. Xiaobing gently put his sister on the bed and covered her with a quilt. A big man sat quietly beside the bed, staring at his sister's face, in a daze. Ah. Xiao Yao sighed. Although this little sister Xiao had not been with him for a long time, she was not a bad person in general. It's just that he could provide unlimited red ginseng soup, but she was a little sister after all. How many bottles could her stomach hold? She could drink 3 bottles at most, and could she last for 20 minutes? Xiao Yao quietly placed 5 bottles of red ginseng soup on the bedside table. Xiaobing, these are 5 bottles of drinks. Give your sister a drink every 5 minutes. It can delay the time of turning into a zombie. Transform into a zombie. No, my sister won't turn into a zombie. Please save my sister. I'm sorry, I'm not a god. I can't do anything. I can only delay the time of your sister turning into a zombie, but I can't stop her from turning into a zombie. Xiao Yao turned and walked towards Shaji. No. Xiaobing knelt down crying, watching Xiao Yao's back as he left. His heart felt like the world was collapsing, empty and powerless. Shaji stared expressionlessly at Shabrang sitting on the chair in front of him. Every little bit of his daily life with his brother was slowly replayed in front of him. His brother's rebelliousness, his brother's cuteness, every scene brought endless memories to Shaji. His brother was the only relative in the world, but now, his brother had become a zombie that he had to kill. Tick, tick. Shaji's tears dripped onto the ground like beads that had broken off the string. Brother. Shaji. Xiao Yao patted Shaji on the back. Sir, my brother, can he still be saved? Shaji, please accept my condolences. I have no way to deal with your brother. Do you want to do it, or do I? Scouting, zombie race, undead level. 14 HP. 789 808 scouting glasses will not lie. The current Shabalang is no longer the original Shabalang. He has become a zombie. This is irreversible. Xiao Yao is powerless. Sir, let me come. After all, he is my brother. Let me send him off for the last time. Okay, as soon as possible, otherwise when your brother breaks free, you may not be able to beat him with your skills. Sir, I understand. Please give me some time. Okay. Xiao Yao left Shaji. Although he had little contact with his brother, Xiaobailing's brother Shaji was generally a good person. He was also conscientiously helping him guard these days. If possible, Xiao Yao would really like to recruit Shaji as his subordinate. Looking at Xiaobinghe still crying beside the bed on the other side, Xiao Yao did not go over to comfort him. This was all Xiao Yao should do. Xiao Yao touched Yi Xinru's hair. Xinru, I was scared to death. Fortunately, you are okay. Xiao Yao, if one day, I also become a zombie, you must kill me immediately. No, I will support you, so that I can serve you with family rules at any time, and I don't have to ask for your consent. Damn it, Xiao Yao, you are such a pervert. I have turned into a zombie, and you still don't let me go. So, you'd better not have this idea. You are a human being, at least you can take the initiative. If you turn into a zombie, I can only tie you up, and you have to listen to me in everything. No, I don't want to turn into a zombie, I want you to listen to me. Okay, I'll listen to you, then don't turn into a zombie. I'm not going to pay attention to you, you pervert. Yi Xinru ran away in a huff. Xiao Yao shook his head. Seeing Yi Xinru become lively again from her heavy mood just now, Xiao Yao felt much better. Fortunately, Yi Xinru was fine. If Yi Xinru lost her hair, these people would have to die. This was not a joke. Yi Xinru was Xiao Yao's reverse scale. Anyone who touched her would die. Chapter 286 The Process of Human Reproduction. At this time, the sky outside was slowly getting brighter. This was a night when I should have had a good sleep, but this happened. Zombies inexplicably attacked the bunker, Kaye and his men ran away, Shabalang turned into a zombie, Xiao was bitten by Shabalang who turned into a zombie, and he was about to turn into a zombie. Before, everything was so peaceful. This is what the end of the world is like. The few people who were still living together a second ago, now only Shaji and Xiaobinghe are left. Xiaobinghe is still lying on the bed crying, waking up Xiao from time to time to drink red ginseng soup. From Xiao's appearance, he drinks less and less, and I'm afraid he has reached his limit. On the other hand, Shaji has not yet killed his brother. After all, he is his own brother. Shaji raised the wooden stick several times, but he couldn't smash it down for a long time. Xiao Yao no longer watched their separation of life and death. Kaye and his men should have escaped from the secret passage, which is understandable. So how did they escape? Xiao Yao dragged Yi Xinru around the room, searching everywhere. Now Xiao Yao was not comfortable leaving Yi Xinru next to them, as one had already become a zombie and the other was about to become a zombie, which was very dangerous. Xiao Yao had already searched the desk thoroughly, even the floor. Did they escape from under the bed? Impossible. With such a big bed, they couldn't leave without making any noise, so the only possible answer was the wardrobe in front of them. Xiao Yao quietly opened the wardrobe, which contained some clothes. Xiao Yao threw all the clothes out, revealing the bare wardrobe. Xiao Yao gently knocked on the wardrobe, but there was no hollow sound. Huh? Xiao Yao saw two pull rings on the far right of the wardrobe, and he tried to pull the pull ring. SHH. The wooden board under the wardrobe shrank to the side. Stairs. A stone staircase appeared under the wardrobe. Xinru, there's indeed a secret passage here. Hubby, you are so awesome. Then why don't you reward me? Bo hubby, are we going through the secret passage now? No hurry, wait for them, wait until they have dealt with their affairs. Xiao Yao said and pulled another pull ring. The retracted wooden board reappeared, and the wardrobe returned to complete wardrobe again. Interesting. After finding the entrance to the secret passage, Xiao Yao pulled Yi Xinru back again to see how they were. My lord. Shaji appeared in front of Xiao Yao with blood on his face, and the wooden stick in his hand was still dripping with blood. Xiao Yao glanced at Shabalang who was tied to a chair not far away, and saw that Shabalang's entire head was knocked off in half, and he was deader than dead. Yes. Xiao Yao nodded. Shaji personally sent his own brother off. He must have been extremely sad in his heart. Shaji, please accept my condolences. This is a kind of relief for your brother to leave this damn doomsday world. Sir, from now on, please call me Shaji Balan. I will always live with my brother's name. Shaji Balan. Yes, sir. Okay, then you will be called Shaji Balan from now on. We have found the secret passage. After Xiao solves his problem, we will set out from the secret passage to see where Xiao and the others have escaped to. Sir, I don't think there is any need to look for Xiao and the others now. No matter where they go through the secret passage, we can't catch up with them now, and the zombies outside have been killed by you. Why don't we go out directly from the main gate? There may be some mechanism in this secret passage. We are not familiar with it and may fall into their trap. Shaji, you reminded me. That's right. This secret passage is just a way out. Now there are no zombies at the main entrance. Why should we escape from the secret passage? Let's go and see Xiao. Sister, drink something quickly. Drink this and you can survive. Brother, I can't drink it anymore. I want to pee. Xiao Yao's face has become much better now. Only the flesh on his shoulder has turned black. It looks like he was bitten by a poisonous snake. Brother, look, I'm fine now. Don't give me such a bad drink. I'm going to the toilet first. Oh, okay, I'll be back soon. There is also a separate bathroom in this room. Xiao Yao went to the bathroom to relieve himself. The sound of splashing was extremely obvious in the whole room, and several people looked at each other awkwardly. Well, sir, I think my sister seems to be fine. Is she okay? I'll tell you straight, your sister has been infected. At the current rate, she will turn into a zombie in 10 minutes. But if she keeps drinking the drink I give you, she can live forever. Once your sister can't drink it, then your sister will be close to turning into a zombie. You decide whether to live or die. Sir, but even if my sister can keep drinking, how much of this drink do you have? When the drink is finished, my sister will still die. I'll tell you straight, you don't need to worry about the drink. If your sister can drink it, I can make sure she has enough. But if your sister can't drink it, there's nothing I can do. Don't worry, sir, even if I have to force her to drink it, I'll force it in. I can't let my sister die. There's another question. Sir, what's the question? I'm about to leave for the city to find my sister, so I can't stay here for long. But your sister can't go with us because of the thick fog outside. If she stands still for 6 minutes outside, she will turn into a zombie. So, your sister can't go on adventures with me at all. Sir, what should I do? I can't abandon my sister. I can leave enough drinks for you, and you can stay here to take care of your sister. Please help me, sir. I'm sorry, brother, I heard everything. I don't want you to stay. Even if you stay, all you will see is me turned into a zombie. I can't drink that kind of drink anymore. I don't have much time. No, sister, don't talk nonsense. Even if it's 10 minutes, 1 minute, we have to fight for it. Don't talk nonsense. Xiao cried loudly, and then knelt in front of Xiao Yao. Sir, please, can you think of another way? My sister is still young, she hasn't even had a boyfriend yet, she can't just turn into a zombie like this. Alice, I don't want to, but I have no choice. Please, Lord Xiao Yao, even if you have to exchange my life for my sister's, I will not complain at all, please, Lord Xiao Yao. Xiao forehead was broken again, and his whole face was dyed red with blood. Xiao, get up quickly. Although Xiao Yao couldn't stand others using kneeling to force him to change his will, he dared to move when he was willing to sacrifice his own life to protect others. Sir, please, you must save my sister, she is still so young, she can't die. Brother, if Lord Xiao Yao had a way, he would have used it long ago. Don't be sad anymore. Although it is very painful to know the date of your death, and although I haven't met my sweetheart until now, in this life, I have a brother who is so good to me, such a dear brother, I am already satisfied. Brother, can you smile? I haven't seen you smile happily for a long time. Hey, Xiao, you get up first. I'll think about it and see if there is any way. Thank you, Lord Xiao Yao, thank you, Lord Xiao Yao. Even if you want me, Xiao, to die, please save my sister. I know. If I can, I will definitely save her. Give your sister the medicine quickly. She will turn into a zombie if she doesn't. So soon, sister. Come on, drink the medicine. Xiao Yao pulled Yi Xinru aside. Shaji had already been standing at the door on guard. Everyone thought he had recovered from his grief, but they didn't know that this man was also secretly wiping away tears. Honey, is there really any other solution? It's not that there is no solution. In fact, we can form a team with Xiao Yao, and then kill a few zombies. Let her reach level 3 and the infected state will naturally be eliminated. It sounds simple. But the condition for forming a team is that the favorability reaches 1000. Originally, the favorability of this pair of siblings was 2020, but Xiao Yao's favorability towards me has inexplicably dropped madly. Now it is only 567, and we can't form a team at all. What should I do then? This is also difficult for me. Xiao Yao looked helpless. Got it. You can ask the system how to quickly increase the favorability. Big brother system, are you there? Master, what do you want me to do? What? System, why are you calling me master? Because the master is already a first-order new human, and is eligible to start the title of master. Oh, so I wasn't even your master originally, but only on probation. Master, you are smart. It's just a probation period. If the master fails the probation period, the system can replace the host at any time. Okay, you win. Let me ask you a question. How to increase favorability? There are several ways to gain favorability. 1. Give a gift to the target. Only one can be given per day. 2. Complete the tasks issued by the target person. Only one can be completed per day. 3. What is 3? Why is it a string of ellipses? 3. Combine with the target to directly gain 2000 favorability. Combine? What do you mean? It's the process of you humans reproducing. Fuck. Chapter 287 Heman. The process of human reproduction? System, are you kidding me? Xiao Yao's face was full of black lines. This system was getting more and more unreliable. A scene emerged in Xiao Yao's mind. He was discussing homework with a young lady, and the door was kicked open by several Yamen runners. Several Yamen runners pointed their pistols at his head, and several red laser beams locked onto his head. There was even a sniper hiding on the rooftop outside the window. The first female Yamen runner pointed at Xiao Yao and said viciously, "Okay, Xiao Yao, you were there for 10 sweeps, and this time it's your sister again, right? It's really like Xiao Yao is always there, but sisters are always changing. Yamen runner sister, listen to my explanation. I'm looking for this sister to tutor me. You must believe me." Xiao Yao didn't dare to look directly at the light coming in from the door. The female Yamen runner was closer, and Xiao Yao suddenly realized, isn't this Yizhenru? I believe it. Let's go and talk to the Yamen runners. Xiao Yao shuddered all over. System, are you trying to trick me? Master, this is the fastest way. Of course, this process requires the willingness of both parties. If either party is forced, the favorability will be reduced by 2000. You old man, you are very bad. Xiao Yao looked at Xiao Yu in the distance. Although Xiao Yu was quite cute, he already had Yizhenru. It was not that Xiao Yao had never thought about opening a harem, but he would not do it under such a forced situation. Moreover, Xiao Yao and Xiao Yu had no emotional foundation at all. They were completely strangers. What was the difference between this and going to a barber shop? This was not what Xiao Yao wanted. Xinru. Huh? I know a way to quickly increase favorability, but this method is a bit special. Oh, what method? As long as we can save Xiao Yu's sister, we should strive for it. This method, it is indeed a bit special. How is it special? Tell me. This method is that Xiao Yu and I do something that men and women do. He Xinru, listen to my explanation. He, men. Xinru, it's really not what you think. As long as you are happy, you don't have to explain to me. If you can save Xiao Yu, I have no objection. Xinru, it's really not what you think. This is really the fastest way, but it's not the only way. I can also give her gifts and help her do things, but the favorability may increase very slowly. Let me try. Whatever. Yizhenru slapped Xiao Yao on the back of the head and left. Pa. Xiao Yao slapped himself in the face. How could Yizhenru believe such a thing? But give Xiao Yu a gift first. If the favorability is increased, and if you do a task, maybe the favorability will be enough. Thinking of this, Xiao Yao came to Xiao Yu and Xiaobing Bao. Sir, have you thought of a way? No, but I'll try. Xiao Yu, tell me what gift you want, and I'll find a way to get it for you. Xiao Yao said so that he could complete the gift giving and the task at the same time. What I want most now is to eat the egg fried rice made by my mother. Change 1. I want world peace and to return to the way it was before the catastrophe. Change 1. I want to eat a big cream cake with fruit flavor. Change 1. No more, I don't want anything else. Xiao Yao, think of something simpler that I can do, and that doesn't require going too far, and should be completed in half an hour. Simpler. Yeah, something simpler. Yeah, I want to eat chicken. I haven't eaten chicken for a long time. I almost forgot what it tastes like. Simple. Leave this to me. System, complete Xiao Yao's wish, eat chicken once, reward experience plus 1000, favorability plus 100, and the task period is 1 hour. Accept. Xiao Yao, I'll make you a plate of spicy chicken right away. Really? More gold than real gold? Xiaobinghe, I'll be back soon. You must give your sister a drink on time, understand? Sir, Xiaobinghe knows about it. Please come back as soon as possible. Yes, soon. Xiao Yao came to the door and asked Shaji. He was familiar with this place and should know where to find the cooking tools. Shaji, where are the cooking tools here? My lord, there are no cooking tools in the bunker, but there is an induction cooker in the office of the gas station convenience store. The security officer Xiao Shuang usually cooks there. The induction cooker, there is no electricity now. What use is there for me to use this induction cooker? Then, sir, I don't know about the other subordinates. Okay, you have nothing to do now. Without a gas stove, the meal cannot be cooked. The mission only has 1 hour. If they go out to find a gas stove, they may not have enough time. But if they don't find a gas stove, they can't cook at all. The raw chicken cannot be eaten. After all, there is a 50% chance of poisoning from raw chicken. Xiao Yao is already infected. If he is poisoned again, wouldn't he die faster? Xiao Yao doesn't dare to gamble with a 50% chance. Xinru, I need to look around to see if there are any cooking tools. Come with me. Okay, husband. Shaji, Xiaobinghe, I'm going out to find some cooking tools, such as a gas stove. I will be back in an hour. Don't go anywhere. Here are 5 bottles of drinks. Xiaobinghe, you continue to give them to Xiao Yao. You must drink them on time, okay? Xiao Yao took out 5 bottles of red ginseng soup from his school bag again. Sir, I got it. Well, time is running out. I'll go first. Wait for me to come back. Xiao Yao pulled Xinru and pushed open the door. Shaji stood at the door and watched their backs as they went away. He gently closed the door. Xiaobinghe, do you think Sir Xiao Yao will come back? He won't just leave like that. No, although I haven't had much contact with Sir Xiao Yao for a long time, I feel that Sir Xiao Yao is not that kind of person. Let's wait for him to come back here. 1 hour will be up soon. Brother, will I really turn into a zombie? Silly sister, I'm here. I won't let you turn into a zombie. It's time. Come and drink the medicine. In order to survive, I must drink it on time. Brother, I'll drink. Xiao Yao closed her eyes and tilted her head back to drink the red ginseng soup. The smell of the red ginseng soup made Xiao Yao want to vomit now, but in order to survive, she must persist and endure. In order to survive, for her brother, and for this world she hasn't seen enough of. Bang! 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 The sound of heavy wooden boards being knocked came from the closet. Who? Shaji hurriedly clenched the stick and shouted in the direction of the closet. Roar! Roar! Shaji was responded by the roar of zombies. Judging from the sound, there was more than one. Oh no, there is a zombie in the closet. Shaji shuddered all over. Judging from the sound, there was more than one zombie in the closet. When Lord Xiao Yao found the secret passage just now, Shaji also saw the entrance to the secret passage under the closet. Kai and his men also escaped from the entrance to the secret passage. However, now there are zombies at the entrance of the secret passage. Could it be that Kai and his men were bitten by zombies and mutated? Shaji and Xiaobinghe could subdue one zombie together. If there were too many zombies, they would have to run away. However, Lord Xiao Yao had not come back yet. What should they do? Chapter 288 Wang Mao's death? Boss, hurry up. The yellow-haired man jumped into the staircase of the closet first. After Kai and the big guy entered the secret passage, the yellow-haired man who was walking at the back pressed a switch on the wall, and the wooden board in the closet returned to its original state. It was dawn now, and the secret passage was very dark. Fortunately, they had walked through it once before, so they were groping forward now. There was a faint light coming from the front, and that was the exit of the secret passage. Xiao was at the front, the big guy was second, and the yellow-haired guy was at the back. Big guy, you're strong, go open the manhole cover. Okay, boss. The big guy didn't say anything, he climbed up the ladder and opened the manhole cover with force. The sky outside was already a little bright. The big guy climbed up first, then lay down at the exit of the secret passage and stretched out his hand. Boss, come up, I'll pull you up. Big guy, give me a hand. Xiao also came up. The moment Xiao came up, he found that there were actually several zombies surrounding the big guy. Xiao pulled the big guy away, and the zombies rushed to nothing. Inertia made the zombies rush directly to the exit of the secret passage. Big guy, why don't you give me a hand? The yellow-haired guy climbed out of the manhole cover cursing, and was greeted by the bloody mouths and claws of several zombies. Roar. Big guy, run. Xiao shouted, and then ran away first. Big guy wanted to save Huangmao, but saw that Huangmao's neck was directly bitten by the zombies, and the blood in the artery was like a fountain, spurting out a blood sword. Big guy, save me. Huangmao stretched out his hand in the direction of the big guy, seeking help. Alice. Big guy glanced at Huangmao, turned around and ran away with Xiao. Several zombies were already chasing big guy, and he didn't have time to waste here. Big guy, Xiao, I fuck your uncle's. Huangmao's mouth gushed a lot of blood, and his whole body gradually lost strength. The other hand holding the ladder slowly loosened. Pa. Huangmao's body fell into the wellhead. In front of him was the sky as big as the wellhead. It was already a little bright. After dawn, there was endless light, but this light was too small, so small that it was blocked by several zombies. Roar. The zombies lying at the mouth of the well saw that the delicious food had fallen down, and they climbed into the well frantically. Click. Click. More and more zombies fell into the well, filling up this small space. The zombies at the back didn't know that there was no space in front, and they still rushed forward frantically. Finally, this small space was filled up by zombies, and the well could no longer hold any more. At this time, Xiao Yao was pulling Yi Xinru to the shop beside the highway to search for a gas stove. Husband, if the method you mentioned can really save Xiao, I actually wouldn't mind. Xinru, the method is true, but I don't want to use it. Don't want to use it, or don't dare to use it. Xinru, you are really a worm in my stomach, but not daring is one thing, and not wanting also accounts for a large part. Xiao and I have no emotional foundation, and I don't want to have a relationship with her. I can't do it to save her, because I will have a psychological burden. You know, once I have a relationship with her, no matter what the reason is, I don't want to be an irresponsible person, and I may not be able to let go of Xiao easily. Xiao Yao, thank you for confessing to me. I have thought it through. You are saving people. If that method really works, I don't mind. I know, and I thank you for your magnanimity, but this is not a reason for me to open a harem. People die in this world every moment, and I can't save everyone. Moreover, this method of saving people may be a lifetime of saving. This is a responsibility and a burden. But if you don't save her, and Xiao becomes a zombie, won't you feel guilty? A little, but only a little. Husband, you are the boss, you have the final say. In fact, if we really want to save her, there are many ways. Teaming up to kill zombies is one way. Another way is to give Xiao all the life-restoring equipment on both of us, which can restore 7 health points. In this way, Xiao's transformation into a zombie will take longer. Then we will put it on her. But I don't want to use this method even more. An innocent man is guilty of possessing a treasure. These equipment are the basis for our survival. It's easy to save her, but then, let them know that these equipment of ours can help them survive? Will they find ways to take them for themselves? At that time, will I kill them all? The problem that can be solved by the death of Xiao must be solved by the death of all of them? Step back, they don't have the ability to snatch the equipment from us, but what if they run away and tell others? What if an enemy we can't deal with comes? What will greet us will be a disaster. Hubby, it's not as bad as you think. If we really saved Xiao, would they still covet our equipment? It's better to believe it than not. I would rather watch Xiao die than expose our full set of blood recovery equipment to them. Xinru, do you think I'm too ruthless? No, hubby, you have no reservations with me. I'm very happy. You have your difficulties, and your concerns are right, I support you. However, let's find a way to save them. I hope there will be a gas stove in the store. These people like to use induction cookers. Without electricity, even cooking becomes a problem. This store seemed to be empty because it was locked from the outside. Xiao Yao used several lockpicks and opened the big lock on the outside. Squeak. Xiao Yao opened the glass door of the shop. This family should have cooking utensils. From the chimney on the window above the glass door, it can be seen that they must have a stove, otherwise where would the chimney come from? Great, Xinru, look, it's a coal stove. Xiao Yao ran to the coal stove in the middle of the shop and tried the chimney of the stove. Huh? What's wrong? Husband. This chimney is still warm. Is there anyone? Xinru glanced at Xiao Yao. Warm means it has been used before. Zombies won't use it, so it must be a human. Is there anyone? Xiao Yao asked softly. Pa. There was a sound of something falling behind the curtain. Xiao Yao exchanged glances with Xinru, and then Xiao Yao made a gesture to Xinru to keep quiet. Xiao Yao held the fire stick tightly and quietly walked towards the curtain. Xiao Yao gently used the fire stick to open the curtain. Bang! A heavy object hit the edge of the door frame. Pa! The heavy object fell to the ground and shattered. Xiao Yao looked closely and saw that it was a porcelain cup. Xiao Yao could conclude that it must be a human. Zombies don't throw things. Hello, don't be afraid, we are humans, and we have no ill intentions. Xiao Yao said and quietly used the fire stick to open the curtain again. What caught my eye was a girl curled up on the bed. She was hiding under the quilt, with her eyes exposed, staring at Xiao Yao at the door with vigilance. She also held a dagger in her hand, pointing it in Xiao Yao's direction. You, don't come over, otherwise I will be rude to you. Chapter 289 The Self-Harming Girl. Hello, I'm a human. Don't be afraid. We are just collecting cooking tools. We have no ill intentions. Go away. You are not welcome here. Yes, we are leaving now. Don't get excited. Put down the dagger first. Don't hurt yourself accidentally with the dagger. Is that so? The little girl scratched her face with a dagger, and blood flowed down her face. Let's go. If you don't leave, I will die in front of you. Don't get excited. Let's go now, let's go now. Xiao Yao put down the curtain, pulled Xinru and ran out of the store quickly, locking the door. Xiao Yao pulled Xinru and ran a long way. Honey, why did that little girl hurt herself? We didn't mean any harm to her. Maybe it's the effect of my public enemy status. All humans hate me. Alice, I finally found a usable coal stove, but it doesn't work. I can only look for it again. Well, let's change the place. Let's go to the other side of the road to look for it. Xiao Yao looked back at the shop room. His heartbeat was 250 beats per second just now. That was a dangerous signal, because the information he just detected made Xiao Yao stunned. Detection, Shangchengli race, human. Level 15 combat power. 500 health. 123/1000. What kind of human is this? Why is her level already 15, and her combat power and life are so high? It seems that she is injured. Why is it so? The most important thing is that the race human given by the detection skill has a question mark behind it, which makes Xiao Yao feel uneasy. From the outside, she should be human, but why is the system not sure? Could it be? A woman's tearing scream came from the shop that Xiao Yao and his friends had already left. Hubby. It's okay. Let's get out of here. In the small room that Xiao Yao and the others had just left, the little girl who had just cut her face with a dagger, her face was slowly rotting, like a falling cake, the whole face skin was falling down. The little girl tore her face skin hard, the blood mixed with flesh made her face become a bloody mask. The little girl climbed down from the bed and fell to the side of the bed, only then did the little girl's lower body appear. The little girl's two legs were like a puppet with broken strings, hanging on her body. The flesh on the two legs had turned into black and rotten flesh, the skin exposed outside was also weathering and breaking like a falling cake. The little girl slowly crawled on the ground with her hands, the vision of her eyes gradually became blurred until it became pitch black. Xiao Yao pulled Xinru away from the area quickly. Honey, what was that sound just now? It's probably the little girl who turned into a zombie. If it turns into a zombie, just kill it directly. Why should we run away? No, I don't think it's that simple, because I felt a hint of danger in that room just now. Danger? You don't mean that little girl. It's her and it's not her. I feel that there is more than one person in the room, and the hidden creature makes me feel creepy. Honey, is it really that scary? It's much better now. Just now it was like being stared at by a poisonous snake. Honey, don't scare yourself. How could there be a poisonous snake? It's winter now. Snakes will hibernate, and most animals will hibernate. I hope so. Let's go and find a gas stove as soon as possible. We have been out for half an hour. In another half an hour, whether we find it or not, we have to go back. Yet, when looking for a store with a gas stove, Xiao Yao thought of a little trick, which is to find a place with a chimney or a range hood. Of course, range hoods are basically installed at the back, and no one would install a range hood at the front. Wait? What's wrong, husband? Let's go to this mobile phone store and find a few chargers first. If there wasn't a gas station here, there wouldn't be any shops along the street. It was because of this gas station that a few shops were open nearby. Xiao Yao was going to a very small mobile phone store, the kind that sells mobile phone recharges and credit cards. The glass door had been broken long ago. Xiao Yao directly pulled Yi Xinru into the store. There was no one in the store. The whole store was smashed to pieces. It seemed that this place was looted after the apocalypse. After all, many people couldn't afford smartphones before the apocalypse. It was amazing that someone would still rob mobile phones after the apocalypse. Xiao Yao searched for a long time. The store was looted as clean as if it hadn't been open yet. Fortunately, he found another very worn-out power bank in the bar, which still had 2 grids of power. It was better than nothing. Xiao Yao left the mobile phone store angrily. Which bastard did this? It was the apocalypse, and he came to rob the mobile phone store, not knowing that he was doing this kind of thing. Next to it was a lottery store. You could see the chimney on the window at the door. It seemed that this store must have cooking utensils. The door was wide open, and Xiao Yao walked in directly. The lottery shop was very small. As soon as he entered the door, he could see the stove next to the coffee table. There were 2 bags of coal in the corner. It seemed that this was not a coal briquette stove, but a charcoal burning stove. There were several high stools on the left-hand side, 2 computers against the wall, and rows of chairs in the back. In front of the chairs was a coffee table, and further in was a lottery ticket issuing machine. As he got closer, Xiao Yao found that there was an old lady's body lying on the floor inside the bar. The reconnaissance skill showed that there was no information, so it must be a corpse. The belly of the old lady's body was completely opened. I don't know how many days have passed. At this time, there was a rotten smell in the room. On the right were several vertical TVs, all of which were black at this time. The screen of one TV was broken, and next to it were all the numbers of the previous lottery draws. Before the end of the world, Xiao Yao often bought lottery tickets, but the biggest prize he had won was 5 yuan. Maybe Xiao Yao didn't have that luck. Lottery ticket sellers should have some cash. Xiao Yao came to the bar. The lottery machine was next to the old lady's body. Xiao Yao dragged the old lady's body to the side and then came to the lottery machine. It was locked. This was not a problem for him. He used a few lockpicks. Click. The cash box popped out, revealing some cash inside. Collect. Looking at the amount of money that increased to a pitiful 3,000 yuan, Xiao Yao looked disgusted. This was too little. Xiao Yao really wanted to smash the lottery machine with a slap. He thought there would be a lot of money, but it was only so little. He collected the money and took the old lady's power bank. Xiao Yao collected the stove, coal and a frying pan and left the lottery shop. The door of the lottery shop was wide open. It was already filled with thick fog. It was the same when he went back to the bunker to fry chicken. He looked at the time he left. It was almost an hour. He didn't know how Xiao Yu was doing. Did Xiaobinghe give him medicine on time? Chapter 290 Who hurt Xiao Yao? Roar. The moment Xiao Yao opened the door, a zombie opened its bloody mouth and rushed over. Bang! Xiao Yao raised his stick and killed the zombie instantly. Roar. Several zombies nearby also surrounded him. Sweep all directions. This is Xiao Yao's improved sweep. After the improvement, he can attack 360 degrees around himself. Yi Xinru is still beside him, but Yi Xinru is in a team with him, so she can ignore the damage. Within a few minutes, all the zombies in the room were knocked to the ground. At this time, There was already thick fog in the room of the bunker boss, so it was not suitable to stay for a long time. When Xiao Yao killed the zombies just now, he paid special attention to the appearance of the zombies. There was no Xiao and the others. How could there be so many zombies here? Roar. The voice of another zombie came. Xiao Yao looked in the direction of the sound and saw a zombie actually crawling out of the closet, grinning at Xiao Yao. The zombie was killed instantly with one stick, and Xiao Yao pulled Yizinaru out of the bunker. There was no safe place in the entire bunker, and there was no point in staying there any longer. Hubby, where are they? I don't know. It looks like the secret passage is full of zombies. Kaye might have been bitten to death by zombies. Let's go to the convenience store at the gas station and see, maybe they have already run there. Squeak. Xiao Yao pushed the door of the convenience store at the gas station, which was locked from the inside. Pa pa pa. Xiao Yao slapped the glass door, opened the door. The convenience store was open when they came originally, but now it is locked from the inside. It must have been locked by Xiaobinghe and the others. After a while, Xiaji came out. Seeing that it was Xiao Yao, he quickly opened the door of the convenience store. Great, Master Xiao Yao, you're back. Well, where are Xiaobinghe and the others? Inside the office. Is Xiaoyu okay? He's fine for now, but Xiaoyu's appetite is getting smaller and smaller now. Xiao Yao walked into the office in 2 steps, only to see Xiaoyu tied to a chair with his hands behind his back. Master, you're back. Did you find the gas stove? Yes, I found it. Why did you tie Xiaoyu up? I asked to be tied up. I don't know when I will turn into a zombie, so it's safer to tie him up. Xiaoyu said at this time. Seeing that Xiaoyu still had more than 50 HP, Xiao Yao took off the Yamen badge on his chest and pinned it on Xiaoyu's chest. The Yamen badge can restore 2 horsepower per minute, which can delay the process of Xiaoyu's transformation into a zombie. I hope this badge can bring you good luck. Thank you. Did you bring the chicken you promised me? Yes, I brought it. I'll cook it for you now. Wait for me. Xiao Yao walked out of the office and took out the stove, coal, cooking pots and pans, and kitchen utensils from his backpack before Shaji and the others came out. He made a fire and cooked. Originally, Xiao Yao wanted to use the food packaging on the shelf as kindling, but he found that there was no food in these packaging. They were all empty. Only some of the packaging on the outermost shelf had food in them. The food in the packaging inside was actually all empty. Shaji, how come there are only packaging left in this convenience store? Sir, to be honest, these are all empty packaging. Only the ones on the outside contain food. This is mainly for fishing, to attract survivors in, and then catch them and give them to the old station master to feed his grandmother. You guys really have no humanity. I'm sorry, sir, the old station master has guns and enough food. In order to survive, we have to do things that go against our conscience. Okay, I don't want to say more about the past. As long as you follow me loyally in the future, I won't care about your past. Thank you for your forgiveness, sir. By the way, how did zombies appear in this bunker room? Sir, to be honest, this is quite sudden. After you left, zombies appeared in the closet. For safety reasons, we ran directly to the convenience store over here. Do you think Kaye and the others have become zombies? Sir, I don't know about this secret passage, and I don't know where it leads to, so I can't answer your question. Well, I need to go to the secret passage again later, and clean up the zombies over there, and also see if Kaye is dead in there. Sir, there may be some mechanism in this secret passage. I'm worried. It doesn't matter, ordinary mechanisms can't do anything to me. Xiao Yao glanced at his own health value of 1,600. Even if he fired, he could withstand 8 shots. How big a mechanism could there be in this small secret passage? Let's talk about it after solving the problem of Xiaoyu. There is a time bomb here, and I'm still worried. Sir, will Xiaoyu turn into a zombie? Yes, and no. Oh, please forgive my ignorance, I don't understand. Yes means that she can turn into a zombie at any time. No means, it depends on whether the pot of chicken in front of her can satisfy her. If she is very satisfied, then she will not die. If she doesn't like it very much, then she may turn into a zombie. Oh, you won't understand even if I tell you. If Xiaoyu is very satisfied and her favor ability can exceed 1,000, he can take Xiaoyu to kill zombies and help her level up. After the level up, all negative buffs will naturally be cleared. The question is whether this 1,000 favor ability can be achieved by giving gifts and completing tasks. I am stupid and can't understand your wisdom. I won't bother you from frying chicken. I'll go guard the door. Well, go ahead. This glass door can't withstand a few hits from zombies. Xiao Yao turned back and concentrated on frying chicken. The Xiao family's unique secret recipe for spicy chicken is not to be underestimated. Soon, the aroma of rice wafted out. Next, it was simmered over low heat. Xiao Yao found a stool to sit next to it, and his thoughts returned to the small shop along the street just now. He thought that he had awakened and could be invincible in this doomsday world. However, there was a power in that shop that made him feel scared. What could it be? A level 15 girl. Although she was of a high level, this was not the reason for his palpitations. What was it? And he could feel the creeps even with his current level and strength. Could it be that there was another existence that was much higher than him? Bang! The glass of the window was hit by an unknown object. Xiao Yao, who was cooking chicken soup, was startled by the sudden sound and almost fell off the stool. Squeak! Then there was a creaking sound of glass being scratched. Shaji was also scared and sat on the ground. Two sharp claws appeared under the glass door. When he got closer, Xiao Yao found that it was Jiao. He didn't know where it had gone during this period. Open the door, this is not an enemy. Yes, sir. Shaji got up and unlocked the door. He was sitting on the ground in fear just now, but now he found that it was just a black cat, so he was not so scared. Miao Jiao turned around and got in through the crack of the door before the door was opened. He circled around Xiao Yao's legs for a few times and then ran into the office. Jiao. Yizhenru found that it was Jiao who came back, and stretched out her hands to Jiao. Miao Jiao jumped high and jumped directly into Yizhenru's arms. Jiao, long time no see, where have you been all this time? Miao, this silly cat. Xiao Yao saw Jiao running to find Yizhenru and shook his head. He still couldn't see Jiao's level. It seemed that he had to hurry up and upgrade his reconnaissance skills. I don't believe that Jiao's level can be so high. Ah, Jiao, how are you injured? Yizhenru suddenly found blood on her hands, and then she found that there was a long wound on Jiao's back, and the wound was so deep that the bone was visible. What's wrong? Xiao Yao heard Yizhenru's exclamation outside and ran in. Jiao is injured, look. With Jiao's ability, how could he be injured? It seems that the character is at least not much different from Jiao's level, or even more powerful than Jiao. Xiao Yao clenched his fists tightly. How come he awakened as a new human, but suddenly felt like sitting in the sky? The person who heard Jiao should be an enemy, not a friend, and it is definitely not someone he can contend with now. Xinru, see if you can bandage Jiao's wound. Then Xiao Yao took out 2 bottles of red ginseng soup, found a basin and poured it in. Jiao, this is red ginseng soup that can restore your health. Drink some. Although I don't know what your upper limit is, it should be helpful. Hubby, we have no bandages. Yizhenru searched her school bag for a long time, and even searched Xiao Yao's school bag. Except for some daily tools, the bandages had been used up long ago. Let's find some cloth strips to tie him up first, to stop Jiao's bleeding. Xiao Yao frowned. Unknown dangers, shortage of supplies, and troubles came one after another. Xiao Yao glanced at Xiao who was tied up on a chair. Xiao's matter could not be delayed any longer, he had to cut the Gordian knot. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelists. There you'll find the original version of this story and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 291 Xiao likes to eat chicken. Unknown dangers, shortage of supplies, and troubles came one after another. Xiao Yao glanced at Xiao, who was still tied to the chair. At this time, Xiao was looking at him expectantly. No one wanted to die, especially a young girl who had just entered the world. Xiao's matter could not be delayed any longer. He had to cut the Gordian knot. After completing Xiao's task, if the favorability had not reached the requirement, he would ask her for her opinion. Yizhenru had bandaged Jiao's wound. Although she used a bed sheet, the Jiao wound was no longer bleeding. Xiao Yao left the office. The spicy chicken on the stove had been simmering for a long time. Calculating the time, it should be ready to be served. Xiao Yao could already smell the aroma of spicy chicken in the air. After all, this was a secret recipe for plus 100 deliciousness. The aroma was not covered. Xiao Yao lifted the lid of the pot, and a stronger aroma came to his face. The properties of the spicy chicken also appeared in front of him. It was done. Reconnaissance, spicy chicken, delicious plus 100, hunger plus 1000, plus 10 life recovery second, critical hit rate 100%, duration, 30 seconds. This spicy chicken can not only satisfy hunger, but also restore life, which is particularly important to Xiao Yao. Miao Jiao appeared next to him at some point, probably attracted by the deliciousness of the spicy chicken. Jiao was sitting on the ground, shaking her tail, turning her cute head, and acting coquettishly to Xiao Yao. Here, this is for you. Xiao Yao threw a piece of chicken to Jiao. Regardless of whether it was hot or not, Jiao ran to the corner with the chicken in his mouth and ate it. Xiao Yao found a bowl to put all the spicy chicken in, and then brought the spicy chicken to the office. Xiao, this is the spicy chicken I fried for you. Try it and see if it suits your taste. Wow, it smells so good. Xiao Yao handed it to Xiao. Feed it to your sister. There's still a lot here. You can have some as well. Thank you, sir. Xiao took the spicy chicken and picked up a piece for his sister first. Come on, sister, eat it. Yes, Xiao took a bite of the spicy chicken and his saliva was flooded. Brother Xiao Yao, your cooking skills are amazing. Is it delicious? Delicious. Are you satisfied? You must be satisfied. I give you a thumbs up. Then does this count as completing the task you gave me? Of course I have. I have exceeded the target. Brother Xiao Yao, I suddenly don't want to become a zombie anymore. If I can eat the spicy chicken made by Brother Xiao every day, I would be willing to be a slave to Brother Xiao Yao. Okay, then don't become a zombie. I can make this spicy chicken for you every day as long as you are willing to eat it. So, you have to drink this drink on time. I still have to drink. I can't drink it anymore. For the spicy chicken, let's go all out. Yes, for the spicy chicken. Let's go all out. Then you guys eat, I'll go fry another pot. Sir, take care. Brother Xiao Yao, take care. Xiao Yao pulled Jinru out of the office, and continued to fry a plate of spicy chicken while the pot was still hot. Husband, you don't seem to be in a good mood. The mission is completed, the gift is given, but it doesn't meet the requirements. Now it's only 800 in favorability, which is completely unable to meet the requirements of forming a team. Husband, otherwise, you can use that method, I really don't mind. Thank you Jinru, let's ask Xiao what she thinks later. If she is willing, I will regard it as saving people. If she is not willing, we will set off immediately, go to the bank to collect cash first, and then go directly to my sister. We can't waste time. The zombies will begin to awaken tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. Maybe the zombies will riot again. Yes, I'll do as my husband says. Adding charcoal and starting a fire, Xiao Yao fried another plate of spicy chicken with ease. Shaji, come and eat with us. My lord, have you forgotten that I changed my name to Shijibalang? I want my brother's name to live with me. My lord, please eat. I have already eaten. Shijibalang looked at Xiao Yao with a little fear, because Xiao Yao actually took out the chicken, mineral water and other things from his glasses. Such a magical scene made Shijibalang still not recover. He didn't dare to ask, nor did he dare to leave. This should be the secret of Lord Xiao Yao. Could it be that Lord Xiao Yao wanted to silence him? Come on, sit here. I'm not a monster. Why are you so scared all of a sudden? My lord, I'm not hungry. I order you to come and sit down. Xiao Yao looked at Shijibalang and carefully took a stool to sit next to him. Since you are a member of our team, there are some things that I will no longer hide from you. Yes, my glasses can store and retrieve items, just as you can see. Sir, you don't have to tell me these secrets. I know that the more a servant knows, the faster he will die. Don't worry, since I'm telling you, I'm not afraid of you telling others, because only I can use these glasses. In simple terms, these glasses are bound to me, and you can't use them even if you take them away. Are these glasses so magical? Shijibalang was a little skeptical. Here, put them on. Xiao Yao took off the glasses and handed them to Shijibalang. Sir, these glasses seem to be just ordinary sunglasses. Shijibalang put on the glasses and found that they were just ordinary sunglasses. Yes, they are just ordinary sunglasses, but I can store and retrieve items when I wear them, Xiao Yao took them and took out a bottle of mineral water. Look, sir, you are really the chosen one. It is Shijibalang's blessing to be able to follow you. Please accept Shijibalang's greetings. Shijibalang knelt on one knee again and saluted Xiao Yao. This Sir Xiao Yao actually shared such an important secret with him. It seems that he really regards him as his own. Get up. Although I have told you the secret, you can't tell it casually in the future. This is the ultimate secret within our team, and people who are not veterans have no right to know it. I understand. I wonder if Your Excellency can tell me what our team is called. A name? I haven't thought about it yet. There are only 3 of us now. The name is just a code name. It's okay to name it when there are more people. Sir, according to your opinion, aren't Xiaobingbao and Xiaoyu considered members of our team? That depends on what they think. After all, the problem of Xiaoyu has not been solved yet. Maybe we will part ways today. Let's see what they think later. Let's eat first. I didn't eat in the morning, so now we have to eat breakfast and lunch together. Yes, Your Excellency. Shijibalang carefully ate the chicken leg handed to him by Xiao Yao. He was the first outsider recognized by Xiao Yao. After all, Yizinru was the wife of Sir Xiao Yao. This made Shijibalang feel superior and grateful and admired Xiao Yao from the bottom of his heart. Thinking of the name of the team, Xiao Yao's thoughts went back to the day when favorability appeared. In fact, after favorability appeared, you can create a gang, but creating a gang requires 1,000 reputation points, which Xiao Yao does not have. He doesn't even have any idea how to get reputation points, let alone 1,000 reputation points. If a gang can be created without reputation points, Xiao Yao would have created it long ago. Reputation is nothing more than other people's admiration for you. The more people admire you, the more reputation you will have. This reputation value can probably be regarded as a belief value. I am a public enemy and almost everyone hates me. How can they believe in me? Could it be that I will never be able to create a gang? Chapter 292 The Secret That Cannot Be Told in the Office. Miao Jiao came over again and asked for chicken. A pot of spicy chicken was not enough for 3 people and a cat. Xiao Yao was just barely full after eating this pot. Although the fullness was increased a lot, with Xiao Yao's physique, he could eat more than the fullness limit. Xiao Yao simply added charcoal and made another pot to be full at once. Brother Xiao Yao, who was cooking, heard someone calling him from behind. Xiao Yao turned around and saw that it was Xiaoyu, his little sister. Are you full? Yes, I'm full. Thank you, Brother Xiao Yao, for the spicy chicken you made for me. You're welcome. As long as you like it. Sir, my sister doesn't look abnormal. Is she well now? Can you please help check on my sister's condition? Xiao Yao glanced and saw that although Xiaoyu's health points had been replenished after eating the spicy chicken, the infection was still there. Xiao Yao walked closer to Xiaoyu. Let me see the bite wound you got. Yes, it's on my neck. Xiaoyu unzipped his shirt, and saw that the flesh under the left side of Xiaoyu's neck had rotted, and the surrounding skin was also black and purple. Xiaobinghei, come and take a look. This. Xiaobinghei walked over and saw that the area below his sister's neck had turned into non-human skin and flesh. He was shocked and couldn't believe it. My sister obviously looks like a normal person. How could this happen? Sir, is there really no way? Xiao Yao glanced at Yizinru beside him. Yizinru nodded at Xiao Yao. Xiao Yao turned to look at Xiaoyu and Xiaobinghei and said, there is a way, and it is the only way that can completely help your sister get rid of the infection. Sir, what is the way? Please save my sister. Even if you let me die, I am willing. Brother Xiao Yao, does that method require too great a sacrifice? That's why you didn't say it before. It's okay. If the sacrifice is too great, you shouldn't use it. After all, it's not worth it for a stranger like me. Well, Xiaoyu, you guessed right. This method requires a great sacrifice, but it's not me, it's you. It's me. Xiaoyu was shocked, but he became very determined in the blink of an eye. Brother Xiao Yao, I can make any sacrifice. Compared to life and death, other sacrifices can be nothing. Yes, sir, compared to life and death, other sacrifices can be nothing. What is the method, sir? Can you tell me clearly? The method is that I will combine with you. Xiaoyu, are you willing? Oh, Xiaoyu was stunned when he heard it. This. Xiaobinghei was also stunned for a moment when he heard it, but in the blink of an eye, he was actually happy. Sir, this is not a sacrifice, But the biggest sacrifice should be my wife. Brother Xiao Yao, if combining can really save my life, I don't mind. Xiao Yao lowered his head, his face flushed. If you don't mind, then let's get married as soon as possible. We have already wasted a lot of time and can't delay any longer. Now. Should we wait until tonight? It's all up to Brother Xiao Yao. Xiao Yu, before that, I want to explain one thing to you. If you don't agree, then I can't help you. Just pretend that I never said this. Brother Xiao Yao, please go ahead. Sir, please go ahead. The marriage is just to save Xiao Yu's life. There's only Yizhenru in my heart. It's all up to you, sir. Although Xiao Yao really wanted to give his sister to Lord Xiao Yao, he also knew that it was inappropriate for him to be a slave. Alice, my poor sister, survive first, and we can take care of the rest later. It's all up to Brother Xiao Yao. Xiao Yu also recovered from the red apple state just now. He didn't dare to look at Xiao Yao in front of him, but he felt a little lost in his heart. Is this a refusal? This was the first time that she was rejected by a boy since she was a child. Xiao Yu glanced at Yizhenru beside her. Yes, Brother Xiao Yao had such a beautiful sister, how could he fall in love with a little girl like her? Okay, since you have no objection, let's do it immediately. Xiao Yao came to Yizhenru's side. Wife, I'm doing this to save people, don't have any opinions about me. Get out, before I change my mind, you'd better hurry up, otherwise I'll go in with a kitchen knife. Yes, my wife. Xiao Yu and Xiao Yao entered the office alone. Shijibalan continued to guard the door obediently. Xiao Binghei hid directly in the corner far away from the office, squatting on the ground and drawing circles. Yizhenru was holding a kitchen knife and grinding it back and forth on a table. The kitchen knife was polished to a bright shine. As time went by, the properties of the kitchen knife actually changed. If Xiao Yao was here, Xiao Yao would find that the attack power of the kitchen knife increased by 100% and it was sharpened. The secrets that cannot be told in the office, the people outside imagined the scenes inside, and time became very long. Of course, this was said to the few people outside. Squeak. The office door opened, and Xiao Yao walked out first. Oh, it's great, how come I didn't notice that you could hold on for so long? Wife, why are you sharpening the knife? I always feel that this knife is not very sharp. I'm taking this opportunity to sharpen it. Unexpectedly, the knife becomes sharper as I sharpen it. Yizhenru picked up a handful of hair and blew it at the kitchen knife, breaking off the hair. Look, isn't it much sharper? This. Xiao Yao quickly checked the properties of the kitchen knife. Reconnaissance, sharpened bone knife, plus 100 attack, combat power plus 100, durability 188 out of 200. Oh my god, it can be like this. Xiao Yao remembered that this bone-cutting knife he got from the farmhouse in the village had an attack power of only 50. After sharpening, it actually doubled. The name even has the word sharpened. It seems that he still knows too little. Xiao Yao looked at the fire stick in his hand. This is a stick, which cannot be sharpened. Forget it, it has a 250% attack bonus against zombies, which is much better than the properties of a sharpened one. What's wrong, husband? Are you scared? Yizhenru waved her hand in front of Xiao Yao. Xiao Yao was actually scared when he saw the kitchen knife she sharpened. But it was so fragile. No, my wife, you are too powerful. My admiration for you is like the yellow river water coming from the sky. Okay, this time you are saving people, I will not pursue you. If I know that you are not doing something with other women for saving people, then my kitchen knife is blind. Wife, from what you said, as long as it is to save people, it's okay. Saving people is not okay, there will be no next time. Yizhenru swung hard, and the bone-cutting knife directly chopped on the shelf next to it. The shelf fell apart with a sound. The power of the bone-cutting knife really scared Yizhenru. Xiao Yu, who had just come out of the office, was frightened by Yizhenru's violent posture and screamed. Shijibalang and Xiao Binghei, who were not far behind, also shrank their necks. They couldn't afford to provoke them. Don't make a sound, just be a spectator. Sister Yu, you're here. Yizhenru saw Xiao Yu leaving the office and went up with a kitchen knife. Xiao Yu took 2 steps back in fear. Yizhenru realized at this moment that she was still holding a knife in her hand. It seemed that she had frightened Sister Yu. She threw the kitchen knife aside and said, Hey, Sister Yu, I just saw that the kitchen knife was not sharp. Anyway, I was free, So I sharpened it. I hope I didn't scare you. No, no. That's good. How about it? Xiao Yao didn't bully you just now. No, no. If he dares to bully you next time, tell me and I'll let her know what level 12 pain is. Xiao Yao sighed at this time. What the hell is this, Sin? I said I didn't mind. Chapter 293, Upgrading with a Girl. Xiao Yao, Favorability 2800. Xiao Yao was checking his friend list at the moment and found that Xiao Yao's favorability had indeed increased by 2000. At this time, it was completely possible to form a team with Xiao Yao. Opening the team list, Xiao Yao directly pulled Xiao Yao in. To upgrade Xiao Yao, he could only change the experience distribution method to an average distribution. Well, Lord Xiao Yao, my sister should be fine now. No, there's still one last step. One more step. Xiao Yao, you have already combined. What else do you want? Yi Xinru stared at Xiao Yao with flaming eyes. Xinru, it's not as complicated as you think. I have to take Xiao Yao to kill a few zombies. Not many, kill 5 or 6, and Xiao Yao will be fully recovered. Xiao Yao blinked at Yi Xinru. Some things are not easy to say. She should know what to do. You want that? Yes, only in that way can the infection be completely eliminated. I understand, I'll go with you. No, Xinru, you wait here for me. I'm going to the bunker to check whether Kaye and the others died in the bunker's secret passage. You wait here for me to come back. I will definitely be back in less than half an hour. Okay, then go quickly and come back quickly. Yes, Xiao Yao turned and said to Xiao Yao, let's go, kill a few zombies, and you should be fully recovered. Okay, brother Xiao Yao. Xiao Yao walked to Xiao Yao obediently. Xiao Yao said to Shijibalang and Xiaobing Bao beside him, Yi Xinru's safety is in your hands. I will definitely protect the lady's safety with my life. Yes, I hope you won't let me down. Xiao Yao turned and waved at Yi Xinru, I'll be back soon. Go away, don't be like a grown-up girl, dawdling for half an hour before going out. Yi Xinru turned her back to Xiao Yao and didn't want to look at him. Hey, then I'm leaving. After Xiao Yao left, Yi Xinru looked back at Xiao Yao, but the fog outside was so thick that Xiao Yao's back was no longer visible. At this time, Xiao Yao couldn't keep up with Xiao Yao's speed at all, so Xiao Yao simply carried Xiao Yao on his back, which was faster. After all, Xiao Yao's health value of 112 was not enough, and speeding up was also responsible for Xiao Yao's life. Xiao Yao took out a delicate t-shirt and exquisite canvas shoes for Xiao Yao to put on. The upper limit of health reached 255, and the chance of survival doubled. Brother Xiao Yao, where did you get this clothes from? Don't ask, kid. Humph, why are you so fierce? I'm 18 years old, not a child anymore. Really? You're so young, not a child. You. Humph. I'm not paying attention to you. Xiao Yao was too lazy to pay attention to her, and she was no match for Yi Xinru's Big Mac. A few sporadic zombies appeared in the bunker again. Xiao Yao dealt with them in a few moves. Xiao Yao was directly upgraded to level 3, the infected state disappeared, and his health reached 266. Xiao Yao checked the rotten wound on Xiao Yao's chest bitten by zombies again, and found that it was intact. Brother Xiao Yao, I'm really fine, it's amazing. Well, you're fine now too, so we're even now. Well, thank you, brother Xiao Yao, you're the savior of my brother and me, and now you've saved my life again. I have no way to repay you, but... Stop. There's only Yi Xinru in my heart. I saved you just because I didn't want to see a young girl in her prime die. You don't have to repay me. No, brother Xiao Yao, I don't mean to snatch you from Sister Yi. What I mean is that I also want to be your slave, serve you tea, cook for you, be your maid, and take care of your daily life. No, you don't have to be a slave. No, brother Xiao Yao, if I couldn't be your slave after you saved me the first time, I could still forgive myself, but brother Xiao Yao has saved me the second time. If I still can't do something to repay brother Xiao Yao, then wouldn't I be too inhuman? If you don't agree, I'll let the zombies bite me again now. Don't. Then brother Xiao Yao, do you agree to me? Xiao Yao, listen to me, this slave contract is not just talk, it is a real lifelong contract. Moreover, even if I cancel this slave contract one day, we will become strangers at that time. Although I can't give you anything, you and I have been together once after all. I don't want to become a stranger with you one day in the future. Do you want to be a stranger with me? Xiao Yao never doubted the strength of the system. If the slave contract was cancelled, the favorability would be reset to 0. At that time, they would really be strangers. Ah, I don't want to be a stranger to brother Xiao Yao. Then don't mention being a slave. As long as you are willing to repay me in your heart, it doesn't matter what your identity is. Okay, then brother Xiao Yao, although I can't sign a slave contract with you, I still want to be your slave to repay you for saving my life twice. Okay, now, I will exercise my first right as a master. Okay, master, please give my orders. From now on, you are not allowed to leave this room without my permission. Ah, master, what is this request? Next, I'm going to this secret passage. If you can't stay in this room honestly, I can only send you back first. Okay, I'll stay in this room honestly, but, brother Xiao Yao, can you come back soon? I'm scared. When Xiao Yao saw this room, he remembered the painful experience when he was caught. After all, next to it was the cell where he almost starved to death and choked to death. This was not a good memory. Xiao Yao wanted to send Xiao Yao back first, but Xiao Yao didn't want to be so troublesome. Going back would take more than 10 minutes. Anyway, Xiao Yao was no longer infected, and his health could last about 10 minutes outside. Besides, this room was the only small room in the bunker that was still a safe zone. As long as Xiao Yao didn't run around, he wouldn't lose blood, and there would be no problem with safety. Well, wait for me to come back. I'll be back in 10 minutes at most. Don't run around, okay? Master, Xiao Yao understands. Well, you got into the role so quickly, not bad. I'll give you a reward when I come back. Xiao Yao closed the door and went directly to the next room. Looking at the entrance to the secret passage of the bunker, Xiao Yao was very alert. After all, Xiao Yao had no idea what the secret passage looked like. Don't tell him that it was full of traps, as Shaji Baron said. Xiao Yao took out a few bottles of red ginseng soup, ready to replenish blood at any time. There must be no light in the secret passage, so Xiao Yao turned on the night vision function directly. Roar! A zombie couldn't wait any longer. Why didn't Xiao Yao come down from the entrance of the secret passage? A zombie crawled out of the entrance. Bang! With a stick, the zombie died instantly. What kind of secret passage is this? Is this a zombie's lair? There are at least 80 zombies crawling out. Isn't the number of zombies a bit too much? Will it ever end? The zombie that Xiao Yao pulled out to block the entrance jumped directly into the stairs. The wooden planks had long been smashed to pieces by the zombies. There was no need to open the mechanism. Thinking of this, Xiao Yao felt more at ease. Even if there were mechanisms, most of them would be ineffective. After all, this zombie army was completely a pathfinder. Many mechanisms must have been activated by these zombies. Chapter 294. The yellow-haired man turned into a long-tongued man. In the dim secret passage, the space was very narrow, and only one person could walk out at a time. With Xiao Yao's physique, the corridor seemed very crowded at this time. Xiao Yao killed zombies while stepping on the corpses of zombies as he walked forward. The road he walked on was now filled with zombie corpses. Roar! After killing the zombie in front of him, a figure suddenly flew up from the front. The space was narrow and there was no way to avoid it. The bravest one won when they met in a narrow road. Xiao Yao directly hit it with a stick. Bang! The flying object was smashed directly to the ground. Roar! What was strange was that the zombie was not dead yet. The zombie that was smashed to the ground bared its teeth at Xiao Yao, and its two palms moved back and forth like the claws of two animals. This is Huang Mao. Xiao Yao was shocked. The zombie in front of him was Huang Mao among the three people including Kai. However, Huang Mao looked very strange at this time. Huang Mao who became a zombie was also so strange. Huang Mao had no lower body, and the whole body below the belly was gone. However, Huang Mao's vitality was so strong. Although Huang Mao's weakness was not hit just now, it also caused 1,170 damage. At this time, Huang Mao still had nearly 1,000 health points. Huang Mao grinned at Xiao Yao for a long time, and then suddenly opened his mouth, and a long object flew out of Huang Mao's mouth. Swoosh! A sharp sound of breaking wind came from the front. Xiao Yao quickly turned sideways, but he couldn't avoid it in this small space. Puchy! Huang Mao actually learned the long tongue attack of his grandmother. Fuck! Although he turned sideways in time, his shoulder was still stabbed by Huang Mao's long tongue. Xiao Yao quickly swung the fire stick upwards and hit Huang Mao's tongue directly. Zizzy, the yellow-haired man's long tongue was directly broken, and the broken part was still emitting white smoke. A 468 damage appeared in front of him. He's not dead. Could it be that this tongue is not considered as the yellow-haired man's body? It is not counted in the 2.5 times bonus? Ouch! The yellow-haired man felt pain, dragged half of his long tongue and turned his body to escape, revealing his intestines and flesh dragging all over the ground. Where are you running? Xiao Yao directly threw the fire stick in his hand at the yellow-haired man's back. Puchy. The fire stick directly pierced the yellow-haired man's back, pinning the yellow-haired man's body to the ground, and the place where it was inserted into the body was still emitting white smoke. System: experience plus 200, money plus 200, inferior blood essence plus 1, tough long tongue plus 1. Fuck. This is also considered a trophy. After the yellow-haired man died, his long tongue directly became a trophy and was picked up by Xiao Yao and put into the backpack. Tough long tongue, materials. There are only two simple words, materials? Could this long tongue be used to make some equipment? Xiao Yao took it out. The slippery long tongue was like an eel. It was disgusting to hold it in his hand. Xiao Yao put it back into his backpack. He glanced at his status. Fortunately, he was not weak. Otherwise, he would have to wait for another 24 hours. Wouldn't he have no time to find his sister? Although he was not weak, he was bleeding and infected this time. He lost 20 blood per minute. Xiao Yao was not surprised. Bleeding and infection were commonplace. At this time, he was not very worried about this with a maximum life of 1,600. He would go back and ask Yi Xinru to bandage it. The whole secret passage was very simple. After going down the stairs of the closet, there was only a long corridor. At the end of the corridor was a half-body yellow-haired man. Further ahead, there was a ladder. On the top of the ladder was something like a manhole cover. At this time, a zombie had seen Xiao Yao at the wellhead and jumped down directly from the wellhead. The fire stick was still stuck in the back of the yellow-haired man not far away. Xiao Yao approached the yellow-haired man's body, pulled out the fire stick directly, and instantly killed the zombie that had just jumped down. While there were no zombies at the wellhead, Xiao Yao climbed up the ladder directly and cleared the few zombies at the wellhead again. Xiao Yao glanced around. This seemed to be a parking lot of a 4S store, because there were many brand new cars of the same model parked in the place closest to him. Roar. The roar of zombies came again not far away. It seems that the yellow-haired man has turned into a zombie, but Kaya and the big guy have disappeared. It is not ruled out that they turned into zombies after escaping, but there is no need to continue searching at this time. Xiao Yao climbed down the ladder and closed the manhole cover. Back in the bunker, in order to prevent Xiao Yu from running around, Xiao Yao directly locked the door, but Xiao Yao did not have the key, so Xiao Yao directly used the lockpick to open the door of the room. Brother Xiao Yao, you are back. Well, let's go back to the gas station. Brother Xiao Yao, you are injured. It's just a minor skin injury, it's okay. In order to save time, Xiao Yao carried Xiao Yu on his back again and hurried on. It's the master who is back. Shijibalang stood at the door, always paying attention to the situation at the door. At this time, Xiao Yao's figure was slowly becoming clear. Squeak. Master. Well, everything is normal. Master, everything is normal. Husband, you are injured, why is your shoulder bleeding? It's okay, I was hit by the tongue of a zombie. Husband, why are you so careless? Yi Xinru ran into the house, tore off a few sheets and quilts, and ran out to bandage Xiao Yao. You really don't even want your life for Xiao Yu. I'm sorry, it's all because of me. Xiao Yu lowered his head at this time, looking like he had done something wrong. Don't blame her. In fact, it was already completed, but I wanted to go to the secret passage to see if Kaya and the others had turned into zombies. So I left Xiao Yu in the bunker and went to the secret passage by myself. Why are you so stubborn? There must be a lot of traps in the secret passage. You're lucky that you didn't die in there. It's not that there are a lot of traps. The secret passage is just a corridor. In fact, I did get something out of it this time. At least I know that Huang Mao has turned into a zombie. Huang Mao has turned into a zombie? What about Kaya and the others? There's only Huang Mao. There's no trace of Kaya and the others. This wound was also caused by Huang Mao who turned into a zombie. Is Huang Mao dead? Huang Mao is already dead. Unfortunately, there's no news about Kaya and the others. It looks like they probably ran away. It's hard to find them in the thick fog, but the chance of seeing them again is probably slim. Maybe they accidentally encountered zombies and died. I hope they can survive. After all, if there were only zombies in this damn apocalypse, wouldn't it be too boring? I won't say more. Through these battles with zombies, I have discovered my weaknesses. What weaknesses? My defense is too low. Since my movement speed cannot be compensated in a short time, I can only improve my defense. I need the armor of the man from the unnamed division, full body armor. Recently, I have encountered a lot of zombies that can extend their tongues to attack people. I am a little worried that these long-range zombies will become more and more. I will be hit every time I encounter them. If several of them appear at the same time, I will soon become a hedgehog, and I will be disabled if I don't die. Hubby, are you talking about the man who occupied the Yaman division mentioned by Yaman K? Yes, that's him, full body armor. If I had this armor, I wouldn't have to be afraid of these zombies that like to attack people with their tongues. But, hubby, that's the Yaman division, there must be guns. This time, I'm going to go by myself. Hubby, I don't agree with you taking risks alone. Zinru, listen to me. We'll go together, but you all hide outside the Yai division, and I'll sneak in alone. This is safer, and with my skills, it should be easy to subdue them. Then I'll come out to take you in. Otherwise, if you follow me, I'll be easily distracted. You'll also become an obstacle to my actions. What if they take you hostage? What do you think I should do? Okay, husband, since you have a plan, we won't be a stumbling block to you. We'll wait for you outside. Well, next, we need to find a car. Chapter 295 Blue Equipment Magic Genes. The next destination is the nearest Yai division, which is the Yai division of K Yai and his team. However, they must get a car before going there. After all, 5 people are moving together, and a motorcycle is definitely not possible. When Xiao Yao went out from another exit of the secret passage just now, he found that there should be a 4S store there. Shijibalang, is there a 4S store next door? Sir, next door is AOD 4S store. Great, we will go directly to the 4S store next door and get 2 cars, one for me and Yi Zinru, and one for the 3 of you. Sir, you don't know, the new cars in this 4S store don't have much gasoline, and they can't run 2 kilometers at all. What are you afraid of? Isn't this a gas station? Just drive over and refuel. Sir, there is no electricity, and this gas station can't refuel at all. What? Xiao Yao felt a headache. How to do this? Do I have to generate electricity myself? Sir, we can only find a car on the side of the road and drive away. Alice, there's a 4S store and a gas station, but we can't drive or refuel. Who would believe this if I tell others? Sir, we can actually refuel, but the risk factor is too high. We can open the oil tank and pour the gasoline directly from the oil tank. However, it is winter now, and it is easy to generate static electricity. I am afraid that if we are not careful, the oil tank will explode directly. By then, the 400-meter radius will be raised to the ground. Forget it, the risk is too great. It's better not to take this risk. Let's find a suitable car on the side of the road. By the way, I didn't ask for your opinions. Xiao Binghe and Xiao Yu have now fully recovered to their normal state, so you can rest assured that Xiao Yu will not become a zombie. However, the place I am going to next may be very dangerous. It is the center of the city, and I must go there to find my sister. The journey may not be peaceful. Do you want to go with me? You 2 brothers and sisters should discuss it. Sir, there is no need to discuss it. We will go with you. Brother Xiao Yao, I will go with you. Even if I die, I don't care. After all, my life can be said to be saved by Brother Xiao Yao twice. Let me go with Brother Xiao Yao. I won't cause any trouble. Well, in that case, I won't say much. Since you are all willing to go with me, then next, I will arm you all. Arm? Several people looked at each other, not understanding what Xiao Yao meant by arming. Xiao Yao checked his backpack. At this time, he had saved 350,000 cash during the bunker trip, killed nearly 400 zombies, and added hundreds of tattered jeans to himself. With the original tattered 4-piece suit, he just had 5 pieces at this time, which was a complete slave suit. He spent 45,000 to directly put together a slave suit for Xiao Yu. In order to unify the data, the initial attributes of the tattered suit were all unified to 10, the durability was unified to 100, and the combat power value, Attack plus defense plus strength plus agility plus intelligence. The attribute display of the equipment no longer added the information of increased combat power. Tattered headband, plus 10 attack, durability 100 out of 100. Tattered t-shirt, plus 10 health, durability 100 out of 100. Tattered jeans, plus 10 health, durability 100 out of 100. Tattered canvas shoes, plus 10 health, durability 100 out of 100. Tattered stick, plus 10 attack, durability 100/100. Forging upgrades require 5 pieces of the same equipment, and the corresponding money is consumed according to the equipment attributes. After upgrading, all attributes are multiplied by 2.5 times. After the tattered upgrade, it is ordinary, and after the ordinary upgrade, it is exquisite. Xiao Yao can't afford to upgrade further, because it takes 100,000 to upgrade once, plus the initial material investment. Upgrading one piece of equipment is 175,000. At this time, Xiao Yao only has 300,000 cash, but he can't afford to upgrade at all. He can only wait until he goes to the bank and then upgrade again. After spending another 70,000 to complete the slave suits for the remaining people, Xiao Yao looked at the backpack and found that there were still 230,000, so he simply upgraded it again. However, the current money was only enough to upgrade one piece of equipment. After considering for a long time, Xiao Yao finally chose to upgrade a pair of pants. Upgrade. System, congratulations to the host for synthesizing magic equipment for the first time, and reward 100 reputation points. What? Magic equipment? And reward 100 reputation points. Xiao Yao hurriedly checked the upgraded jeans in the backpack. Magic jeans, plus 156 health points, plus 1% health recovery speed minute. Durability 1562 watt. Xiao Yao's eyes widened. Xiao Yao had already guessed the previous plus 156 health points, but this pair of jeans actually has an additional attribute, increasing health points by 1% per minute. Xiao Yao felt like he had won 5 million in the lottery. Happiness came too suddenly. He did not avoid these people and excitedly put on the magic jeans in public. The people around him turned their heads away awkwardly. Xiao Yao saw that his upper limit of health value had become 1656, plus 23 health recovery minute. What a concept. It meant that even if Xiao Yao was bitten by a zombie, he would not have to worry about turning into a zombie at this time. This was against the will of heaven. After Yi Xinru bandaged the wound, he was only in an infected state and lost 10 blood per minute. However, even if this offset the 10 blood loss, there was still 13 life recovery. Who else? Xiao Yao couldn't help but sigh to the sky. He didn't need to take back the Yamen badge he gave to Xiao Yu. After all, the Yamen badge only added 2 life recovery, which was a drop in the bucket. It can be said that for the nouveau riche Xiao Yao, this life recovery was no longer worth his attention. If he didn't have only more than 50,000 points on hand, Xiao Yao really wanted to upgrade all the remaining equipment to magic equipment at once. Maybe there would be a few more heaven-defying attributes. Money, money, money. Money is a bastard, but this bastard is so beautiful. I must rob the bank and rob all the banks in the city. By then, there will be no place in the world where I can't go. Haha. Xiao Yao laughed to the sky, like a madman. Several people around him quietly moved away from Xiao Yao, and even Yi Xinru quietly moved away a few steps at this time. After putting on the magic jeans, Xiao Yao felt that he was full of energy. Maybe it was a psychological effect. Moreover, the name of this equipment was actually a blue name. Could it be that blue means magic equipment? It seems that it will be easy to distinguish good equipment from bad equipment in the future. White equipment is the worst, followed by blue magic equipment. After all, blue equipment is upgraded from white equipment. By the way, I changed into magic jeans, and I will give these Yamen pants to Yi Xinru. Anyway, the equipment is adaptive in size, and Yi Xinru can wear it. Good things should of course be given to the closest wife first. Xiao Yao recovered and looked up to find Yi Xinru. Xinru? Hey? Why did you run so far? Xiao Yao found that Yi Xinru and the others actually ran to the door of the office, only showing their heads, quietly looking at this side. Yi Xinru was the first to come out. Hubby, we thought you were crazy. Changing pants in public, so crazy, we thought you had turned into a magic soldier. Was I that weird just now? Too much is as bad as too little. Okay, come on, Xinru, change into these pants. I don't want them. You've worn them before, and I think you're dirty. These pants add 100 health points. If you don't want them, I'll give them to Xiao Yao. I want them. Humph, you only know how to bully me. Hey, go change them in the office quickly. You can't change pants in public. You think you're the only one who's so perverted. Ye Xinru went back to the office to change her pants angrily. Several people were very considerate and left the office to Ye Xinru alone. Xiao Yao looked left and right, touched them, and couldn't let go of these magic jeans. Chapter 296, Gunshots from the Yasi. You guys should not be idle. Collect all the food here and put it all in this open space. Yes. Shijibalang and Xiaobinghe went to collect food, and Xiao Yao also collected food. Although most of them were empty packages, there were still some. After a while, Ye Xinru changed into Yamen pants and came out of the office. Seeing Xiao Yao and the others collecting food, she also joined the collection. The entire convenience store only collected one box of food. In order to save space, Xiao Yao directly threw the tough long tongue and Nike shoes that exploded to Shijibalang and asked him to take them. 2 spaces were vacated, one for a box of food and the other for the pots and pans. Although Xiao Yao had explained once before that classes can store and retrieve items, such a direct demonstration still stunned them and made them call it a magical tool. After resting, Xiao Yao waved his hand and said, "Let's go, Yasi." Xiao Yao opened the door of the convenience store and walked into the thick fog, followed by Ye Xinru, and the others followed slowly behind him. The black cat Xiao Yao disappeared in the thick fog again, and no one knew where to go. Half an hour later, in the vast fog, there was a roar of a car, bang. With a loud bang, a zombie was directly hit and flew out by the car. The zombie fell to the ground and cursed at the off-road vehicle that was going away, then climbed up and limped in the direction the car left, apparently to chase it and ask for money. As they got closer, they saw that it was Xiao Yao and his group in the car. At this time, Xiao Yao was driving a Land Rover Discovery SUV, speeding on the road leading to the Yai division. Luxury cars are still good. Driving this car, it was like a joke to hit a zombie. In the traffic jams on the road, you can directly drive on the curb without worrying about rubbing the chassis. The chassis of this car is too high. Bang! A gunshot was heard in the thick fog. Squeak! Xiao Yao braked suddenly and stopped directly on the side of the road. It seems that there are gunshots. Did you hear it? Sir, I heard it. Bang! Bang! Several gunshots were heard in succession. It's the Yai division. Could it be that zombies are besieging the Yai division? Shijibalang said. In this situation, it is very unwise to shoot. It will attract all the nearby zombies to gather over. Xiaobinghe said. It seems that they are in trouble, otherwise, no one would shoot easily unless they are fools. Xiao Yao started the car again and drove to the blind path next to it. There was a shop next to it. You guys wait here for me to come back. There will be zombies attracted to the Yai division by the gunshots. We can't go any further. Husband, are you really going? Well, that set of armor is what I need most now. For the armor, it's worth taking a risk. I will protect myself. Okay, then we'll wait for you here. Get out of the car, let's go to the shops along the street next to us and find a safe place for you first. The group got out of the car. Xiao Yao led Ye Xinru with one hand and held a fire stick in the other. Xiao Yao looked up and saw Happy Cake Shop. This is a cake shop, but unfortunately the doors and windows are all broken. Xiao Yao directly skipped and walked to the next door. Next door is a goldfish house. There is a big lock on the door. It seems that the owner has left long ago, but it can't be concluded directly. After all, the shop next to the gas station has locked the outer door, but there are people inside. Xiao Yao unlocked the door and groped his way in. Now that he had learned his lesson, he opened the small map. Although the small map only showed information within a 3-meter radius, it was still very useful. Xiao Yao found that there were no red dots on the map. It seemed that there were no other creatures in the room. After entering the room, there were fish tanks on both sides. The fish in the fish tanks were already floating on the water with their bellies facing up. The water was turbid and green. It seemed that after the power outage, the fish died of lack of oxygen. When you get close, you can already smell a foul odor. It would be great if the fish were still alive. Then you can cook some fish soup. Eating chicken every day is getting boring. Next to it was an iron staircase that led to the second floor. Xiao Yao went up to the second floor. This should not be considered a second floor. It was a bit like a loft added by the owner himself. There were several coffee tables and chairs on the loft, and next to it was a shelf for displaying items. After a careful search, there was indeed no one. Xiao Yao walked down directly. "It's okay here. You can wait for me here for a while. I will be back before the evening." Xiao Yao then took out some food, water, and red ginseng soup and left them for them. "In case I am delayed for a long time, don't look for me. You must stay here and don't leave. You must wait for me to come back, understand?" "Got it, husband. It's not a life and death separation. Why make it like you are making arrangements for your funeral? Pooh, you are cursing your husband. You wait for me to come back, and I will punish you at home tonight." "He, who's afraid of who? Don't shout stop when the time comes." "Well, you win, so that's it for now. Take the yamen pistol. If there's any situation, you can just shoot directly. I will rush back immediately when I hear the gunshot." "Yes, I know. Go back soon. I'm waiting for you to come back to eat spicy chicken in the evening," Yizinaru said to Xiao Yao beside her. "Isn't it, Sister Yu?" "Yes, Brother Xiao Yao, I still want to eat the spicy chicken you made." "Okay, then you wait for me to come back." Xiao Yao turned to Xiaobingbao and Shijibalang and said, "You must be fully alert and not slack off, understand?" "I understand." Xiao Yao nodded to Yizinaru again, opened the door and disappeared into the fog. This time they were sneaking in, but they couldn't just drive over, because that would make too much noise and be too obvious. The few people were still a little reserved about the unfamiliar environment. Yizinaru patrolled the entire room to make sure there was really no problem. After all, she had to rely on herself for this life issue. These people were all outsiders and might not be reliable at critical moments. Yizinaru rubbed the yamen pistol in her hand, because Xiao Yao later found some bullets in the boss's room in the bunker. Xiao Yao later loaded Yizinaru's gun with bullets. Now there were 30 bullets, so it was no problem to deal with ordinary zombies. Yizinaru carefully put away the yamen pistol, and then came to Xiao. "Sister Yu, what are you looking at?" "Sister Xinru, these fish are so pitiful. Did they starve to death?" "The power went out, they were lacking oxygen and suffocated to death." "Oh, they are so pitiful." Xiao stared at the turbid water in the fish tank that had turned green. "Ah. What's wrong, Sister Yu?" "This fish just moved a little." "Which one?" "This one, the biggest one." Xiao pointed to the biggest fish floating on the top of the fish tank. Yizinaru watched for a while. "The fish didn't move, Sister Yu. You are too tired, your eyes are blurry, the fish are dead, how could it move?" "Sister Xinru, I didn't lie to you, this fish really moved a little just now." "Well, even if it moved, some animals take a long time to die after death. I don't know if you have studied biology. Frogs only have one leg left, but they can still perform simple movements. Even if this fish moves, it is probably because its nerves are not dead yet. Don't make a fuss." Chapter 297 The Girl from the Yamen. Serve the citizens. Xiao Yao had already groped his way to the gate of the Yamen Bureau. At this time, Xiao Yao was looking up at the big sign above his head and suddenly found it funny. Bang! Another gunshot was heard. It was indeed from the Yamen Bureau. Xiao Yao leaned against the wall and slowly moved inside. The electric door at the door was open. There were many zombies lying on the ground at the door. It seemed that there had been a very tragic battle here. Next to it was the guard room. At this time, a Yamen officer's body was lying on the window. There was no sound. The door of the guard room was open. Xiao Yao went directly into the guard room. There were several telescopic sticks hanging on the wall of the guard room. Yamen officer telescopic stick, plus 50 attack, durability 500. This thing is much stronger than a broken wooden stick, but it's a pity that there are too few of them. Xiao Yao groped a few more from the Yamen officer's body lying on the window. Although the Yamen officer badge only restores 2 health points, a mosquito is still meat, so he put it on. Unfortunately, there was no Yamen officer pistol on this body. Ah! A woman screamed. Xiao Yao raised his head quickly. It sounded like she was being abused, but what did it have to do with Xiao Yao? Many people were being abused every moment, so he didn't have the time and energy to care about other people's lives, let alone being abused. Xiao Yao stopped searching the guard room and picked up the Yamen riot shield on the table in the corner. This riot shield was indeed used exclusively by Yamen, and the defense value increased by 50 at once, which was much better than the knockoffs at the school. With his original 14 defense, he could get 64 defense with the Yamen riot shield. Even if he faced the design of the Yaman pistol, he could block it. At that time, the Yaman pistol could only cause 36 damage to him. In total, he could resist 46 shots without dying. Holding the Yaman riot shield in one hand and the fire stick in the other, Xiao Yao slowly entered the courtyard of the Yaman. Along the way, Xiao Yao encountered many corpses, some wearing Yaman uniforms, and some ordinary civilians. It seems that many people came to the Yi division for refuge before the end of the world, but the situation does not look very optimistic. Bang! Another gunshot was heard, followed by the sound of something falling to the ground. It's really amazing. There are more and more zombies coming recently. If this goes on, no matter how many bullets we have, they will not be enough to fight. Alice, we finally killed all the zombies. It's really amazing. I can't take it anymore. I didn't sleep well all night. I'll go back to catch up on some sleep. Xiao Yao, the two of you guard the door and report to me if there is any situation. Yes, Captain. Xiao Yao stuck to the corner, secretly listening to their conversation. It seems that there was a zombie attack today, but it's good to have guns. Several ordinary people directly guarded the door. Xiao Yao slowly approached and found that there were a lot of things like rice bags piled up at the door of the Yi division. It was a bit like a war. Xiao Yao opened the small map. At this time, the small map inside the door showed two red dots. One of the red dots was motionless, and the other red dot was still moving back and forth. Bah! Damn it, calling him captain really thinks he is the captain. He is the only one who is sleepy, but we are not. Keep your voice down. Aren't you afraid of being shot by the captain? If I didn't rely on these enough to feed myself and give some food, I would have left long ago. It's really aggrieved. Killing zombies makes us stand in the front, and there is nothing for us to do after killing them. When have we ever suffered such humiliation? Say less, it's good to have something to eat. With the ability of the two of us, without guns, we will either starve to death or be bitten to death by zombies when we go out. Xiao Zhou, who said there are no guns? We have them in our hands now, don't we? By the way, how many bullets do you have? I have run out of bullets a long time ago. This pistol is just a toy now. Haha, I still have 2 bullets. What a pity. 2 bullets are not enough to go out and explore. Yet, these zombies are getting harder and harder to kill. It takes nearly a dozen bullets to kill a zombie. It's better to use a knife to do more damage. Oh, let's not talk about it. I'm sleepy. I'm going to take a nap. Xiao Zhou, please help keep an eye on it. Call me up later. I'll take your place and you can take a nap. Okay. After Xiao finished speaking, he sat down against the wall at the door. Maybe he was really tired, and he fell asleep in a short while. He was still holding a Yaman pistol in his hand, with the Yaman explosion-proof shield next to him and a Yaman dagger on his leg. It seemed that he was fully equipped. Xiao Zhou next to him was dressed in ordinary clothes and also held a Yaman explosion-proof shield. Xiao Zhou glanced around, leaned against the wall, took out his own Yaman pistol, counted, and found that there were still 5 bullets in it. Xiao Zhou also lied to Xiao in front of him. It was the end of the world, who would tell you the truth? It is better to use a knife to kill zombies. This pistol is mainly used to defend teammates. If it is not necessary, at the critical moment of life and death, shooting zombies is simply seeking death. But this captain is so well trained that he would shoot as soon as a zombie got close to him. Most of these zombies were also attracted by the captain's shooting. Xiao Yao, who had been hiding outside, found that the 2 little red dots at the door were motionless. Are they all asleep? Xiao Yao slowly moved over. The obstacle was made of things like rice bags. When he got closer, Xiao Yao tried the bags and found that they were very strong. Some places were damaged and some sand was exposed. It seemed that these were sandbags used for flood control, and they were piled up as obstacles. Bang! Xiao Yao kicked a can on the ground without paying attention. Xiao Yao quickly squatted down and used his hands and feet to run to the other side. There are zombies. Xiao Zhou was just pretending to sleep. He put the cans there as a warning, otherwise he would not dare to sleep. Xiao Zhou took the Yaman dagger in one hand and the Yaman explosion-proof shield in the other. He opened the door and walked outside quietly. There was a thick fog outside and it was very quiet. Xiao Zhou walked to the can he had set up and found that the can had fallen over, but there were no zombies in front of him. Maybe it was the wind. After all, if there are zombies, we can see them now. Zombies don't play hide and seek. As for humans, Xiao Yao doesn't believe that anyone can stay in the thick fog for so long. He stood up the can again, ran back to the door quickly and closed it. What's the matter? Hey, it might be the wind. I can't sleep because of you tossing me like this. I really want to have sex with that woman again. Damn it, it's not my turn after so long. Brother Zai, are you still thinking about that girl? You talk as if you don't miss her. It's a pity that such good girls have become everyone's playthings. Hey, why do you care so much? Who cares about who in the doomsday? It's good enough to be alive. I don't know if the captain and the others have started again. Damn it, all the good things are theirs. It's really a bummer. You stay here and I'll go and take a look. Maybe they've already started. I can go and satisfy my eyes. Brother Zai, go ahead. I'm here. Don't worry. If there's any problem, I'll just shoot you. Damn, you're out of bullets, aren't you? I just found one in my pocket. Okay, then you stay here, I'll go. Maybe after the captain and the others have had their fun, I can even have some soup. Xiao Zai ran up the stairs to the second floor. Bah. None of you are good people, poor girl, Alice, it's a fate. Xiao Zhou picked up a piece of rag next to him and gently wiped his yamen dagger, which was stained with the blood of zombies. It would be great if he had a machete, but unfortunately the machetes were all taken by the captain and the others, and he was only given a yamen dagger. Squeak. At this moment, the glass door opened, and Xiao Zhou quickly touched the yamen pistol on his belt. Don't move. If you move again, I'll kill you. Xiao Zhou was still a step too slow, and at this time, Xiao Yao was pointing a low-quality pistol at his forehead. Okay, I won't move. Can you please put your gun away first? It's easy to go off accidentally. Stop talking nonsense, put your hands on your head and squat down, or I will shoot. Although shooting will attract their attention, you will die anyway. It's better to stay alive or give them a warning. You make your choice. Hero, I choose to live. I don't have a very good relationship with them, and I don't care about their life or death. Xiao Yao quietly took out his yamen pistol and yamen dagger, then put down the inferior pistol that was pointing at Xiao Zhou. You'd better not play any tricks, otherwise I will kill you with my bare hands. You can try it. Hero, I dare not. In front of Xiao Zhou, Xiao Yao directly replaced the bullets in the inferior pistol with the yamen pistol he had just seized. There were a total of 30 bullets, and 5 more. Xiao Yao put them directly into his backpack. At this time, the backpack had 80 bullets. It seems that he needs to get a multifunctional belt worn by yamen runners, so that the bullets can be pressed into the magazine in advance, and he can just replace them when needed. Xiao Zhou was relieved when he saw that Xiao Yao's pistol was full of bullets. Where did this werewolf come from? His pistol was full of bullets. Fortunately, he did not anger this hero just now, otherwise there would be a big hole in his head now. Now I ask you a question and you answer it. Do you understand? Yes, hero, just ask me anything you want to know, and I will tell you everything I know. Okay, what's the matter with the little girl you were talking about just now? If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelist. There you'll find the original version of this story and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 298, The Female Yamen Imprisoned in the Jail Cell. Tell me, what about the little girl you just mentioned? To answer your question, hero, actually we also came later. It is said that this girl came with Chief Wang. The girl is quite pitiful. She seems to be their star slave. There were originally several women with her, but later the other women died or committed suicide, leaving only this little girl. They tied her limbs up, and in order to prevent her from biting her tongue to commit suicide, they stuffed a towel in her mouth for everyone to defecate. This is ridiculous and simply inhumane. Hero, I am the little brother who came later. This is none of my business. Brother Zai came before me, and he even had a turn, but I didn't even have a turn. A turn? What do you mean? Well, Chief Wen kept this little girl just to make the brothers happy. Each person gets 1 hour. Although I'm not a hero, and I've never been a chivalrous man, I'll take care of this matter. I want to see who this so-called Commander Wang is. Tell me, how many people are there? Xiao Yao was furious when he thought of these beasts taking turns to bully a little girl. He wanted to kill these bastards immediately and pointed his gun at Xiao Zhou's head again. Hero, I'm telling you, Don't point the gun at me, okay? Hurry up and tell the truth, otherwise I can't guarantee that my hands won't shake. Hero, including me, there are 15 people here. Brother Zai and I each have a pistol, but we haven't fired bullets for a long time. The rest are with Leader Wang. They will only be distributed to the other people when zombies appear. 15 people, that's a lot of people. Xiao Yao muttered. If each of these 15 people has a pistol, that means 15 bullets. He can only withstand 46 bullets. In other words, how many seconds can he withstand? What the hell is this? Do you know where they are when they are free? Sir, when there are no zombies, these 15 people are not all together. There are 2 people who are responsible for guarding the cells on the underground floor. Even if zombies come, these 2 people will still watch the cells on the underground floor. Unless there are too many zombies and they cannot be killed in a short time, the 2 guards on the underground floor will be transferred back. Chief Wang lives on the 3rd floor himself. Sir, you don't know that the entire 3rd floor belongs to Chief Wang. There are 2 guards at Chief Wang's door. In addition, Brother Zai and I are guarding the gate. Because the place we guard is more dangerous, each of us is equipped with a pistol, which is mainly used for sending signals. In case of danger and there is no time to notify everyone, we can directly open fire to alert. The rest of the people take turns to change shifts, and then we can play with that little girl. But I'm a newcomer. Since I came to guard the gate, I have never changed shifts. Who is guarding the underground cell? Sir, the people guarding the underground prison are several former Yamen runners who did not want to surrender to Chief Wang, and several companions who came with Chief Wang. It seems that those companions did not think much of Chief Wang's approach, so they were locked up by Chief Wang. Oh, why didn't Chief Wang just kill them? This, I don't know. I heard from them that it seems to be to prevent food shortages in the future. These prisoners are used for emergency purposes at the last minute. You mean, these prisoners will be eaten by then? I just heard that they haven't been eaten yet. Besides, eating people sounds scary. It seems that this Chief Wang cannot be kept. Yes, Hero, I also think that this Chief Wang is unforgivable, but we have no way. He has a gun, and he has an invulnerable armor. Oh? Does he wear that armor all the time? At the beginning, he wore it every day. In recent days, it seems that he has not worn it. He only wears it when zombies appear. Oh, Xiao Zhou, right. Sir, how do you know my name is Xiao Zhou? I heard your conversation outside just now. Oh, so what do you want me to do, Hero? I've got my eyes on this bailiff's pistol, so I won't give it back to you. If you don't want to die, just pretend you've never seen me. I'll kill this Chief Wang before tonight. If you don't tell on me, I'll let you be the boss here. Are you willing? Are you serious? You have no choice. I only have one request. Treat the women here well. I'll come back to check from time to time. If I find that you're as cruel as Chief Wang, I'll take your life. Don't worry, Hero. I'm definitely not as cruel as Chief Wang. In that case, you continue to guard. When the time comes, I'll let you be the boss here. How do you get to the dungeon on the 1st floor underground? He was just making big promises. Xiao Zhou didn't look like an unforgivable person. Xiao Yao didn't want to kill him directly. Hero, there's an iron gate at the end on the left. Open the iron gate and there's a staircase leading down. It's at the end of the stairs. Click, click. A sound of footsteps came from the 2nd floor. Hero, maybe Zai is back. Then I'm leaving, you keep it a secret. Xiao Yao said and walked quickly to the corridor on the left. There was indeed an iron door at the end, but it was not locked. Xiao Yao opened the iron door. There was a faint light at the end of the stairs. Is it Xiao Zhou who came to bring us food? Xiaodong, go and take a look. Do you know if there will be wine tonight? If it weren't for the sudden appearance of zombies, we wouldn't have eaten lunch until now. It's already time for dinner. Okay, big brother Zhou. The man named Xiaodong stood up happily. The man next to him also had the surname Zhou, so in order to distinguish them, they named them Big Brother Zhou and Little Zhou. A figure came out, and Xiao Yao directly pressed his gun against the forehead of the person who came, signaling him not to speak, and then walked forward step by step, and the person who came slowly retreated. Xiaodong, why are you back so soon? What's for dinner tonight? I didn't even have lunch. I'm starving. Da Zhou looked up to see what Xiaodong had brought over. He saw a fat man pointing a gun at Xiaodong's forehead. You, who are you? I advise you not to mess around. Shut up, I can guarantee that you live longer. You, sit on the chair. Xiao Yao ordered the man named Xiao Dong to sit on the chair. Fortunately, he found a pair of handcuffs in the guard room. Xiao Yao directly handcuffed Xiao Dong's hands behind his back and handcuffed him to the chair. Then he found a piece of rag from the trash can next to him and stuffed Xiao Dong's mouth with it. Brother, don't shoot. We didn't do anything. We are all good citizens. After handcuffing Xiao Dong, Xiao Yao pointed a gun at Dazhou. Dazhou was so scared that he cried when he spoke. You, take me to see the prisoners in your cell. Yes, big brother, I'll go right away. Dazhou didn't dare to stand up straight, and hurriedly picked up a bunch of keys on the table next to him. Led the way. Xiao Yao continued to point his pistol at Dazhou in front of him, and searched his body, took out a yamen dagger, and confiscated Xiao Dong's yamen dagger, which was a little safer. Dazhou took the key and walked forward. This was a row of cells with iron windows and fences. Of course, this was an ordinary yamen department, not a cell for holding prisoners. It was only used to temporarily imprison the captured bad people, so there were only 2 rooms. When he came to the door of the cell, Xiao Yao could see several people with their backs to him. They were all wearing yamen uniforms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There were exactly 5 yamen, and they were all wearing yamen uniforms. There was a middle-aged man with a white crew cut and wearing a white shirt sitting on the bed in the innermost bed. He was the only one who didn't wear yamen uniforms. When Xiao Yao came over, they didn't even bother to look back. All of you, take off your clothes. Xiao Yao shouted at the people inside. He was kidding. He was not here to save them. He came to collect 5 yamen runners' uniforms for upgrading. After all, the properties of the yamen runners' uniforms after upgrading were much stronger than those of the slave suits. You. A person next to him turned his back to him and glared at Xiao Yao with an angry face. Oh, it's a female yamen runner. Brother, this female yamen runner, Chief Wang, has specifically reminded her not to move. Chief Wang is going to starve her for a few days to make her surrender. Chief Wang? What a coincidence. I also like this female yamen runner. I like this too. The uniforms are good and who can resist it? That's right, brother. Hey, that female yamen runner, yes, I'm talking about you, come here. Rogue. Chapter 299 Beauty, I am only interested in your clothes. In the dim cell, there was only the light from a half-lit candle on a table in the distance. Xiao Yao stood at the door of the cell, staring at the people in the cell, and finally fixed his sight on the female yamen runner who was glaring at him. I'm talking about you. Stop glaring at me, come over here. Xiao Chu, don't go over there. Yes, you can't go over there. Several male yamen runners next to him said in unison. You don't have to come over here, I'll count to 3, if you still don't come over, then I'll kill one of your colleagues. Xiao Yao played with the yamen runner's pistol in his hand. Xiao Chu, don't go over there, we won't send you out even if we die. Yes, Xiao Chu, you can't go over there. 1. 2. Stop, I'm coming over here, what do you want to do? Xiao Chu broke free from the pull of several colleagues, ran directly to the door of the cell, grabbed the railing and glared at Xiao Yao outside. These are 5 sets of slave suits. I only have one request. Take off all the yamen uniforms on you. I have no interest in you people. How shameless. What gives you the right to order us to let your leader Wen come to talk to us? Swoosh. Xiao Yao did not say anything, but instantly threw out the yamen dagger in his hand, puchy. The sound of metal cutting into flesh came from not far away. Xiao Chu looked in the direction of Xiao Yao's arm, and saw that the guard who had just come in with the fat man had fallen to the ground, with the yamen dagger stuck in the back of his head. Dazhou didn't even have time to make a sound, and he died just like that. This. Xiao Chu looked at the fat man in front of him in shock. Are you not in the same group? Who told you that I am in the same group with him? I came to the yamen division for only one purpose. What purpose? For the clothes on you. You pervert. Beauty, I'm only interested in your clothes, are you overthinking it? I'm talking about this yamen uniform. I'm not interested in you as a person. Can you stop forcing yourself to act up? You. Don't say you and me, hurry up and change your yamen uniforms, otherwise I will kill you directly and then take off your clothes. Don't doubt my accuracy. Xiao Yao took out a bullet clip. Did you see it? 30 bullets, 5 bullets are enough for each person, I don't believe that 5 bullets can kill you. And the rest of you, hurry up and change your clothes. Don't force me to do it. I'm not their accomplice. I don't need to keep you as food. Killing you is just a matter of raising my hand. Click. Xiao Yao opened the door directly and threw in 5 sets of slave suits. Of course, they were the lowest level and tattered versions. Xiao Yao was not so generous that he didn't want to give them the refined version or even the ordinary version. Although there were 6 people inside, the middle-aged man was in plain clothes, so Xiao Yao didn't need to change his clothes. The people inside looked at each other and didn't pay attention to where Xiao Yao took out the clothes from, wondering whether they should change them. Change your clothes. This young man is very decisive. If you don't change, he can really kill us. The middle-aged man in the innermost said to them. Da Zhou, who wanted to escape and report the news, was killed instantly by the young man in front of him. This young man has good skills. Yes, Chief Wu. Several people said to the middle-aged man. Xiao Yao was so close that he could hear them talking. The middle-aged man in the innermost part was actually a leader. Damn, the leader didn't need to wear a uniform? He lost a set of yamen uniforms in vain. Xiao Chu was the only woman, but because it was winter, they all wore autumn clothes and autumn pants, so there was no need to avoid them. After a while, several yamen runners changed into tattered suits. Xiao Yao took the 5 sets of yamen runner uniforms handed over by Xiao Chu. Xiao Chu gnashed her teeth and said, "Here you go, the yamen runner uniforms you asked for. Thanks. I won't lock this iron gate, but I advise you not to go out now, because there might be a gunfight here next, and I'm afraid you'll die in vain if you go out. You're not going to destroy their lair, are you?" When Xiao Chu heard Xiao Yao say that there was going to be a gunfight here, could it be that he and the people here are 2 opposing gangs? No, I'm not that idle. I just can't stand this Chief Wang. Chief Wang must die, and the rest of you can do whatever you want. Xiao Yao turned around and was about to walk out of the cell. Young man, please stay. Something. From what you said, you have a grudge against this Chief Wang. It's not a grudge, I just can't stand him condoning his men to abuse women. But, this Chief Wang has guns, 10 pistols in total. Moreover, you don't know, this Chief Wang also has a set of armor that can ignore the bullets from our yamen runners' pistols. I already knew this a long time ago. Do I need you to tell me? Is there anything else? Xiao Yao didn't have any good feelings towards the yamen runners. They were all bandits with credentials. For example, this yamen runner K, he could clearly see the corruption of their yamen runners. Haha, young man, it's okay to be hot-tempered, but don't be arrogant. 10 pistols, 1 shot from each person is enough to kill you 10 times. You talk too much nonsense. If you have something to say it quickly. If you have nothing else to say, stop talking and shut up. You are their leader and have nothing to do with me. Don't talk to me with your so-called official authority. You. Chief Wu was speechless for a moment. He had never been treated like this before. How can you talk to Chief Wu? A small yamen servant next to him couldn't stand it anymore and spoke for Chief Wu first. It seemed that he flattered him a lot. Swoosh. Xiao Yao leaned over and pulled out the yamen servant's dagger that was stuck in the back of Da Zhou's head, and threw it directly at the talkative yamen servant next to him. Puff. The yamen servant's dagger sank into the wall behind him. Ah! The yamen servant who was talkative just now covered his ears, and blood flowed from his fingers. My ears, my ears. A bloody ear fell to the ground. The yamen servants next to him stepped back in fear. This fat man really drew blood when he attacked. The people next to him also shut their mouths obediently. If you talk too much, it won't be your ears next time. You. Chief Wu was speechless again. This young man was really arrogant. As a yamen servant, he didn't dare to say a few more words. You are so slow to say a word. Xiao Yao turned around and walked out of the cell directly. Sir, don't kill me, don't kill me. As long as you don't try to escape like the big Joe just now, you won't die. Sir, I will never escape. Well, stay here honestly, I won't kill you. Sir, I won't go anywhere, I'll stay here. Xiao Yao came to the stairs. At this time, he only had 50,000 yuan on hand. His hat and pants were still good. The only thing he needed to upgrade was the yamen runner's coat and yamen runner's badge. Xiao Yao spent another 20,000 yuan to upgrade these 2 equipment. Ordinary yamen runner's coat, plus 250 health, plus 25 defense, durability 2500, 2500 ordinary Yaman runner's badge, plus 25 attack, plus 5 health recovery minute, durability 250/250. The upper limit of health reached 1806, and the health recovery also reached 30/minute. In addition to the 10 blood loss in the infected state, there is still 20 health recovery. It should not be a problem to deal with those people. Xiao Yao quietly walked from the corridor to the middle. When he was close, he could hear the voices of Xiao Zai and Xiao Zhou talking. It's specially brewed. The officials are allowed to set fires, but the people are not allowed to light lamps. These people will die sooner or later. What's wrong, Brother Zhou? Why are you so angry? Don't mention it. When I went up, the girl had already fainted. Those beasts didn't even let the unconscious girl go. They took turns to go up and eat meat. I also wanted to join them, but they drove me back. Chapter 300, Third Floor King Leader. Brother Zhou, at least you had a good time. I didn't even get a number. Xiaoxi said with a wronged look. Hey, it doesn't matter whether I get a number or not. This girl is like a broken bus now. To be honest, I'm too lazy to get on. Brother Zhou, what are you talking about? It's the end of the world now. Even a sow will be taken, let alone a woman. Xiaoxi smiled at Brother Zhou next to her. Suddenly, at the corner of the wall, Xiaoxi saw Xiao Yao's figure. It was like a gust of cold wind in the air. Xiaoxi was scared and got goosebumps all over her body. Xiao Yao made a silent gesture to Xiaoxi at this time. Xiaoxi nodded and continued to say to Brother Zhou, Brother Zhou, I wonder what the brothers upstairs are doing now. Hey, they must have gone back to sleep after having fun. What are you doing? It's already dark. If you don't sleep, you are going to do it all night. Don't move. Xiao Zhou had just finished speaking when Xiao Yao came over and pointed a gun at Xiao Zhou's head. Brother, don't shoot. I'm just a gatekeeper. I don't have anything. If you move again, I'll kill you. Don't compete with me. My gun is faster than your hands. Hold your head with both hands. Xiao Yao pointed the Yaman pistol at the back of Xiao Zhou's head and put the Yaman dagger on Xiao Zhou's neck. Brother, don't be impulsive. I can give you all my belongings. Please don't kill me. Xiao Yao ignored Xiao Zhou and fumbled out a Yaman dagger and a Yaman pistol from Xiao Zhou's body. Then he found a rope nearby and tied Xiao Zhou up. Brother, if you want something, just say it. If you don't, I won't know what to say. Don't worry, I just want to take the head of your leader Wang. I'm not interested in the rest of you. You'd better stay still. If you make any more noise, I'll kill you. Xiao Yao took out a magazine from Xiao Zhou's pistol and counted it. There were still 5 bullets in the magazine. When he eavesdropped on their conversation just now, Xiao Zhou said there were still 2 bullets, and Xiao Zai said there were no bullets. Damn it, none of these animals told the truth. After rummaging through the things, Xiao Yao directly skipped Xiao Zai and went to the second floor. Xiaoxi, why is the big brother ignoring you? Are you transparent? Brother Zhou, to be honest, I have been swept by the big brother once. You are framing me, why didn't you tell me earlier? Brother Zhou, I have no choice. If I tell you, I will die. Then why don't you stay tied up? Untie me quickly. Brother Zhou, it's the big brother who tied me up, I dare not untie. Nima, I treat you well usually, and you don't even bother me with such a small thing. Xiaoxi didn't say anything, and moved to the side. Instead of offending the werewolf, Xiaoxi felt that there was nothing to be afraid of Xiao Zhou. Isn't he just a few days early? Maybe things will change here soon. Only by standing in line can you guarantee your survival. Although I don't know if it's true that the new werewolf wants me to be the boss, Xiaoxi was quite excited at first, but after thinking for so long, Xiaoxi felt that being a gatekeeper was good. At least I don't have to worry about food. One person eats well and the whole family is not hungry. I don't have the ability to be the boss. Without the diamond drill, how dare I take on this broken porcelain job? Xiao Yao ignored the 2 people behind him and slowly touched the second floor. At the corner of the second floor, Xiao Yao heard the dirty words coming from the west from afar, and he was too lazy to care about them. Xiao Yao's main purpose of this trip was to get the set of armor of the leader Wang. Save the girl? Be a hero? No, that's all big talk. Xiao Yao is not that bored. I didn't care about the shabby things on the second floor. Xiao Yao went directly to the third floor. As soon as he reached the third floor, He was stopped by two big men. Stop. What's the matter? Hey, big brothers, I'm a new survivor who just came here for refuge. I heard from Brother Zai and Brother Joe downstairs that new survivors must come to pay a visit to Chief Wang first. I will have to survive here in the future. Thanks to Chief Wang and all of you brothers for your care. So, I'm going to contribute all the food I have, and Chief Wang will distribute it later. This is a tribute to you brothers, please take it. Xiao Yao took out 2 cans of peaches and handed them to the 2 gatekeepers. New here? Yes, brothers. I came from the gas station in the north. I heard gunshots in the afternoon. Where there are guns, there are people. Where there are people, there are organizations. It's too difficult for me to survive alone, so I want to find a strong organization so that I can live longer. Oh my god, canned peaches. I can't remember how long ago I ate this stuff. You kid, get it. Okay, the food in your bag must have been handed over to Leader Wang. We won't look through it. By then, we will be a family. You look big and you may be able to be a deputy captain in the future. If you get it in the future, remember your brothers. I dare not. The deputy captains were given to the brothers first. In terms of seniority, they are far behind me. You kid, you are quite talkative. Go ahead. Leader Wang just woke up and is eating. Be smart and make him happy. Maybe he will give you a girl to play with. Excuse me, brothers, are you talking about the one on the 2nd floor? Damn, kid, have you seen it a long time ago? Even though there's only one chick, don't be ungrateful. It's good to have a woman now. There were several before, but they were all killed, leaving only this one. However, I heard from Chief Wang that the female yamen runner on the 1st floor of the basement has been hungry for a long time, and she might give in soon. By then, there will be 2 flowers, just thinking about it is exciting. Well, 2 big brothers, shall I go in first? Be smart and don't talk nonsense. It seems that Chief Wang has been stimulated before and has a bad temper. Say what you should say and don't say what you shouldn't say. Thank you, brothers. Knock, knock. One of the gatekeepers knocked on the door. Who is it? Chief, it's a new survivor who came to visit you. It's almost night, and there are still survivors? He is so lucky. Chief Wang muttered a few words and shouted to the outside, let him in. Squeak. The door was opened by the guard. Go in quickly. Xiao Yao slowly entered the room. There were 2 candles lit in the room. In this huge room, there was a huge office desk alone. There was a box of food on the desk. It seemed that Chief Wang had just eaten. There was a set of armor hanging on the shelf next to it. It was probably the so-called set of armor. There was a person sitting on the chair behind the desk with his back to Xiao Yao. His face could not be seen clearly, but he was still playing a mysterious feeling. I hope you can still maintain this mystery later. Chief Wang. Yes, are you new here? Yes, I came from the gas station in the north. Xiao Yao took 2 steps forward and approached Chief Wang, who was not far away. With a scan with his reconnaissance skill, Chief Wang's information appeared in his field of vision. Reconnaissance, Wang Fugace, human level. 15 combat power. 250 HP. 500 He is actually a level 15 human, but his attributes are average. It's just that the name looks familiar, as if I have seen him somewhere before. End of this chapter. Thank you very much for reaching the end. Don't forget to like. Looking for more exclusive content and immediate access? Subscribe to our Patreon. Remember, every like, subscription, or donation encourages us to continue. Thanks to everyone. See you in the next video.